Hey, what's going on, guys? It's good to be back with everyone on this fine Friday evening, just a couple of nights before Christmas. If there's no more Penguin from McFarlane, you're not collecting no more Jaeger. Jaeger. I don't know how to pronounce that one. I'm inclined to pronounce it Jaeger, but you know. Oh, I'm doing alright, guys. I'm doing alright. I was thinking of what I wanted to see like last night, because, you know, I always have a trouble deciding what I want to see, because there's just so much I want to see. But ultimately, I came up with a list of, you know, a bunch of different characters that I wanted to see over the next year. Of course, we want to see a Sandman Build-A-Figure, but, you know, that's a lofty dream. Of course, if we actually make it happen one of these days real soon, I'm going to be very happy. That's... Imagine getting Hasbro to re-release the 2007 Sandman figure all over again. So it's good to see you guys. Rewind, Stephanie, Collect a Disconnect. Let's see, who else we got here? Patty, Boris. It's good to see all you guys. KP. Who else we got going on here? Rot showed up. Hey, Rot, how you doing, man? Let's see who else is up here. Eddie. Oh, Eddie. Nice to see you too, dude. All right. Glad to see so many people showed up for our wishlist stream. Patrick, it's good to see you. We're just talking today about, you know, a bunch of characters we would love to see from Marvel Legends and DC Multiverse in 2023, because, you know, we got a lot of good stuff this year, but there's a lot of characters we'd like to see. Like, you know, this year we saw some surprises. We saw Bane, a really good Bane, a better Bane than we saw from that Collect a Build wave, one of the earliest ones, the second wave. You guys remember that Bane, the Last Night on Earth Bane? That was terrible. Yeah, a lot of blizzards going around right now. Pretty cold, not gonna lie, but so far so good. Tiny Terror wants to see Hasbro make a retro Prowler with a cloth cape. Oh, that is solid. I would love to see that. Just cloth capes in general would be so nice, because you guys all remember the Year 2 Batman action figure. Like, that one I tore to shreds. But I'm not gonna lie, the cape on it was pretty nice, and I would love to see more capes like that. Like, if they just redid that entire action figure and re-released it with a cloth cape, the cloth cape that it had, I feel like that would be pretty solid. Here, in case you guys haven't seen it before, let me pull it up for you, because really, it is the cloth cape on is the nicest thing about it, and it's probably the only nice thing about it. There, I found it. Okay, there is Batman, Year 2 Batman. Like, you guys have probably seen that one, and as I noted in my review a while back, my short, I really should do a full-length review of it, but yeah, in my short, I noted that it had a whole host of problems. The arm joints were too difficult to work with, you know, the shoulder joints when you pop those arms in. The ankle joint was all messed up, and his diaper, I mean, look at it. It's already just folding into his leg joint. The diaper isn't anywhere near big enough for his legs, and, you know, the head just kind of falls off, and it was a mess. Like, people were complaining about the bicep swivel on it, and I said to everyone, dude, the bicep swivel is the least of his concerns. Everything on it is bad. It's not a good figure. Gavin, hey, how you doing, dude? Hasbro needs a retro Jared Leto from... Oh, boy. Yeah, that's a whole nother license they gotta pick up. Good luck with that, Hasbro. Hickett says, everyone says this, but you really want a new Angel from X-Men. A new Kitty Pryde wouldn't hurt. I would not mind either of those. I think those would be very cool to have. Like, anything like that, I say is good. A lot of people, you know, they're probably gonna say something like, oh, we already got this, and, you know, the last time we got it was like 6 years ago, which is longer than Toy Biz had the Marvel Legends license. Yeah, it's a while ago. I think that Hasbro can release another one by now, after 6 years. I said I wanted to see a jack-o'-lantern a while back, and some dude said, we already got a jack-o'-lantern, and the last jack-o'-lantern was released in 2016. Oh, Gavin, I would love to see like a Kitty Pryde Wolverine 2-pack, like you just said there. That'd be tight. Alternatively, I would like to see Wolverine and Jubilee. because, you know, he's kind of, there were a couple of times there way back when he was acting like a father figure to a couple of different characters. More Astonishing X-Men would be Kitty Pryde. Yeah. I mean, the new Astonishing X-Men stuff that we saw with Emma Frost and Cyclops, I thought that was pretty good. Like, Cyclops, he looked pretty cool. Emma Frost looked pretty nice, too. Really surprising that a lot of people didn't care for the Across the Spider-Verse action figures, though. They're like, a lot of comments I saw said, oh, these are too stylized or something. And I said, what are you talking about? These are great. This is like outside the box kind of stuff. This is some of the best work Hasbro's done recently. More Batman figures. Yeah, why not? I love Batman. I love Batman. I don't mind more Batman. If you give me more Batman, if Toddy Matt gives me more Batman, I'm gonna buy more Batman. I don't care. Collector Disconnect is getting the Across the Spider-Verse figures. I don't know if I'm gonna get all of them, but I kind of want the Spot. I definitely want the Spot, actually. The Spot looks awesome. I got a lot of comments saying Spot has a dad bod, and I'm looking at that going, good. Good. It's nice to have a little bit of a change of pace. Not every guy has to be ripped. I think that the Spot redesign from Across the Spider-Verse looks great. I'm on board with Kelly Cox here. A new Wolverine body would, yeah, we need a new Wolverine body. Did you know we might get a Batman 89 action figure from McFarlane? Jaeger asked. Oh, I did not hear that. Well, actually, I might have heard a rumor somewhere around it. Is it because of the Flash? Because if it's because of the Flash movie, then yeah, I guess that I could see that coming a mile away. What is my favorite Marvel Legends figure, and what is your favorite Marvel character? Oh god, I don't know. Probably Spider-Man, and my favorite Marvel Legends figure. That's a hard one to pick out. I mean, there's a lot of Marvel Legends that I like, but hey, Clockwork. Merry Christmas to you too. It's nice to see you guys. And someone said hi. It was someone's first time in here. Glass Babies, hello there. Nice to have you. We're talking about our wish list tonight and seeing what everyone wants to see and what I want to see. I imagine everyone's got different things they want to see, but you know what? I'm going to tell you guys mine in a couple of minutes here. Here, in case you guys haven't seen like the Wolverine, the one that we're talking about right now. Okay, so let's keep it real here. Like, Wolverine just got a release in the animated series VHS wave, right? And it was not terrible. Well, the cell shading was terrible, but the action figure itself, it was all right. It was a pretty decent Wolverine, but it's definitely a little outdated. I mean, it's still got the waist swivel and the ab crunch, and the action figure itself was all the way from 2019 at least. It's probably earlier than that. I don't really remember. I don't know. I'm having a brain fart at the moment. But here, let me pull this out for you guys. And there is the Wolverine we're talking about. This is the one I reviewed, guys. And yeah, he wasn't like the worst. The claws look pretty good. The head looked pretty good. I mean, the body was fine. Cell shading, like I told you guys, I didn't care for it. But also, he's got those hands. You see those hands over here on the right? Like, he doesn't have the little bulbs on them. And this is like one of those oversights that I'm kind of used to seeing from Hasbro, because, you know, a lot of times they'll just throw stuff in the package and then they won't really pay attention to accuracy, because Wolverine should have 3 little bulbs on each hand that represent where his claws come out. And the same sort of thing happened on that retro Venom release from 2021, where they just released an animated version of Venom on an Omega Red body, and he didn't have any web shooters on the top of his hands. And there should be, you know, white rectangles, white squares painted on the top of his hands. Claws on right, been out of shape. Yeah, Mike, that's just the nature of a Wolverine action figure. I mean, if you can find a Wolverine action figure that doesn't have bent claws, then cherish it. Rot. Don't get me started on that Retro Venom. Ah, boy, yeah, Retro Venom. Dude, I made a whole... I posted several videos about that Retro Venom that got people all riled up. They're like, this figure isn't bad! And I said, yes, it is! I'm sorry! I don't know what to tell you! I can't help it if you think it's good because it's bad. It's bad. Collective Disconnect says he's got the Wolverine in his collection. He loved the Cyclops and the Jean picture. Yeah, the picture they included is pretty cool. Oh, rot. Is it that bad? I mean, I thought about getting it, but I didn't get it because I just couldn't justify it. Wow. Yeah, I think that might have been the action figure that inspired me to start making videos about the latest Marvel Legends. Like initially, I was just going to talk about Toy Biz's output, and then I saw that Venom, and I said, and then I saw a bunch of people praising it, and I said, "Are you people kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're saying this is good? No, it's not good." So I started making videos about it. Yeah, they bothered me pretty bad too, Rot. Ah, jeez, Mike. Did he do that really? That's funny. He's not wrong though. Anyway, yeah, this Wolverine is alright. I didn't hate it, but I also I didn't give it a C, I gave it a D, because I felt like it wasn't really meeting expectations. I give an action figure a C if it meets expectations, but it doesn't do anything particularly special. And if it's better than that, you know, I grade it accordingly. I never give anything a failing grade unless it breaks, or unless it's just spectacularly bad. And that's happened a handful of times. Like Year 2 Batman, I gave it an F because it was spectacularly terrible. Gavin, Hasbro Venom. Okay, Gavin says that the Hasbro animated Venom is like if Mattel got the Marvel license. Oof. Actually, fuck God. I hope Mattel never gets the Marvel license. If Mattel gets the Marvel license, I might have to stop talking about Marvel. This might just be DC Collectibles then. I just can't in good conscience have anything to do with Mattel. I really do hate Mattel so much. And I haven't forgotten what they did to collect Jurassic. I have not forgotten it in the slightest. And I never will forget it. And they're still permabanned here, so I'm never going to talk about them. And I have no reason to talk about them anyway, because they don't make anything relevant to what we do here. But, you know, considering that all the problems that people have had with them besides collect Jurassic, I'm not really inspired to expand and start talking about stuff. Like, I thought of maybe talking about wrestling, but consider the issues people have with Mattel, I don't really want to. If I talk about wrestling stuff, it's probably going to be like old stuff. Eddie, thanks for those penguins, bro. I always enjoy seeing a few penguins in chat. By the way, we got a few new, we got a couple of new emotes. I reinstated the refresh emote, just because, we needed one. We had 2 emote slots and we hadn't have it filled. So I reinstated the refresh emote, and I also added a new penguin. I added a new penguin. We got 5 penguins now. Why do we need so many penguins? I don't know, man. Someone asked me in the comments the other day, can someone please explain the penguin stuff to me? I did a Google search and I couldn't find anything. And I responded to him, nah. Yeah, thanks, Rewind. Hey, RG, how you doing? It's good to see you, man. We're just shooting the breeze, talking about some stuff, hanging out. Tiny Terror asks, what if Hasbro made a God of War line with Norse and Greek gods and other characters? Yeah, if they want to make a God of War line, that sounds cool, I guess. I played God of War. I like God of War. Well, I like the newer ones better than the old ones. Like, I've been trying to play God of War 3 recently, and I am just unbelievably bored by the game. Like, it has not aged well at all. It's just, I find it really tedious. See, Jaeger knows what's up. Jaeger's new. He understood the penguin immediately. He understands that there's nothing to understand. You just gotta accept it and start quacking. Average YouTube commenter up here. Okay, I just saw your comment. Average YouTube commenter says, the DC Universe Classics line was pretty cool. One of the Four Horsemen's greatest works. Yeah, they had some pretty decent action figures in there. I think the earliest stuff was probably the best stuff in my eye. Like, a lot of Mattel's DC Universe Classics output was just the same action figure over and over and over again. Mattel's really, really bad. Really bad. Really, really bad. There's a reason they lost the license. Like, the DC Multiverse releases they did got better near the end of their lifespan, but they still weren't like... I mean, it's not McFarlane. McFarlane's doing much better work now. Kelly is absolutely right. If you don't understand Penguin, you're missing out. So just post those Penguin emotes and let's see them, guys. Gavin says DC UC's best figures were re-releases from their DC superheroes line. Accurate. Not going to dispute that at all. And I have a few. I have a few of the DC stuff that they did. I have got some Multiverse. I didn't collect much of it. Like, I just kind of fell into it throughout the years. Like, my girlfriend got me some Wonder Woman Multiverse stuff, and then I got some stuff from probably the early 2010s, and then I got some stuff from earlier on, back when Toy Biz was still handling the Marvel Legends, and Mattel started making the DC Universe stuff. Bob here asks, Bob, it's good to see you, by the way. I'm glad you're here, man. Bob, the awesome Bob, says, I hope with the new Dark Knight trilogy figures next year, DC goes like Marvel Legends with the Infinity Saga figures, a Transformer Studio series, and gives us older movie figs like Green Lantern. You know, never say never, but I don't think McFarlane is going to touch Green Lantern because I assume that the only thing he's ever going to want to touch is either things that were successful, movies that were successful, or movies that are upcoming, like Black Adam. Black Adam was not a success, but he still did movie figures for it because, well, obviously it's a movie coming up. You want to invest in that. But I would not hold my breath for Green Lantern movie figures from that movie way back in 2010. What was that when it was released? I don't even remember. It was a while ago. Wouldn't a Silver Age line be awesome? Yeah, it would be cool. But McFarlane's focusing mostly on newer comic book releases, so you just gotta take the classic stuff where you can get it. Average YouTube commenter, I'd like to see a man build a figure. Okay, Bruce Campbell. Man, oh, man, bull. Okay. I thought you were quoting that Spider-Man 3 video game. Well, actually, Gavin is correct. DCUC does have one thing over McFarlane in that they gave us a comic book accurate Penguin, the first wave. And that is something sorely that McFarlane has been missing out on. What grade did the Spider-Man 5-pack, aka the Job Squad, get? Boris, I never reviewed it. Like, I have to see what the price is on it, but if it's low enough, I'll check it out. Just looking at it, though, I would probably give it, like, overall, I'd give it a D. Yeah, I'd give it a D. I wouldn't give it any higher than that. Stephanie's right. The Green Lantern movie was terrible. It really was. I mean, it had... No, I'm not going to try to give it any qualities. It was a bad movie. And I just might as well accept that it is a bad movie. Gavin, what about a Michael Jackson Spider-Man Hazlitt? Michael Jackson. I don't think Michael Jackson's getting anything, bro. With all the stuff that's all the controversy surrounding him, I don't think we're seeing any collectibles around Michael Jackson anytime soon. Hey, Collective Disconnect, you got the Arkham Penguin? How you liking it anyway? I've been meaning to get the Arkham Penguin sometime in the near future, and I just haven't done it yet. Actually, I'm waiting for Christmas to see if anyone got me anything, and then if I didn't get from anyone for Christmas, then I'll go out and get it. You know how it is with Christmas stuff. Like, you got a bunch of, at least I got a bunch of family and my girlfriend and stuff who are gonna get me things, and I don't like to step on their toes. I don't like to buy myself too much during Christmas, otherwise I'm gonna live to regret it. Oh, we got inspired choice over here from average YouTube commenter. Would love to see Stegron. Oh, that would be sweet. That would be a tight build-a-figure. Oh, baby, yeah. That would be so good. Tiny Terror, if you made a Black Manta action figure, what would it look like and what would it come with such as accessories? I would just do the exact same action figure that McFarlane just did for their Page Punchers line, because they're releasing a Black Manta. That is Black Manta, right? I think that's Black. Yes, that's Black Manta. Yeah, I would just do that one because they pretty much nailed it. I saw the pictures a while ago and he looked great. Like, I don't know if you guys saw the reveals over a while ago when they did a slideshow, but they showed they were doing a Page Puncher 7-inch wave that was all Aquaman. And as I recall, it had Aquaman, and I think, well, it had Black Manta, it had Aqualad, and I think it had Ocean Master. I want to say Ocean Master, but I saw that it was labeled something else over on Wikipedia, so I don't think it's Ocean Master, but still, a really solid wave of Aquaman stuff there. Gavin, yes, I did see it. Yes, I did see your list. That was a very inspired list you made, brother. Ocean Master is growing on me. Or if you want to pick him up, Stephanie, go ahead. Yeah, if you really want him, don't listen to what I said about him. Like, if you guys enjoy stuff, just go pick it up. Because what I said doesn't really matter. Well, I guess like she said, rewind, Ocean Master is growing on her. Sometimes that happens with action figures. Sometimes you start off hating something, and then you look at it long enough, and then you realize, you know what, maybe this isn't that bad. LA, Aqualad? Yeah, Aqualad is in the wave with Aquaman. The Page Punchers wave. Actually, let me see if I can find a screenshot of it, because I don't know if there's a lot of... Okay, I found a screenshot of it, so we can take a quick look at this, if you guys don't mind. Cool. I'm glad I found this really quickly. There it is. There it is. Oh, yes, this is awesome. Alright, so here's the Aquaman wave that we're going to see from Page Punchers very soon. There it is right there. There's Aquaman on the left, of course, and there's Black Manta. I mean, that looks sweet. I'm not sure if that's Ocean Master. I don't think it is, but it could be a redesign. And, of course, there's Aqualad, too. Really like this one a lot better than the Flash Wave. A lot better. Have we talked about the DC Expanded Universe reboot situation? Okay, so there's a lot of mixed feelings about that, Clockwork, but I am fine with the reboot. Because, honestly, DC movies have been a mess for a long time. And it's fine that they're rebooting. It's fine that they're wiping the slate clean. I know that, you know, a lot of people's gotta be really mad about Henry Cavill not being Superman anymore and all the Snyderverse stuff just being wiped away, but, you know, everything started with Man of Steel, and that was fine. And the Man of Steel was okay. Then we got to Batman v Superman, and Batman v Superman was garbage. I mean, there's no way you can make a good movie out of that. It was just flawed from the very beginning. And then they tried to make a Justice League right after that, where, you know, they shoehorned a bunch of characters in. They tried to earn... You know what they wanted to do with Justice League? They wanted to have... WB wanted to have their Avengers moment without earning it. And they didn't earn it, and it felt cheap. So... I mean, it's lousy that we're this far down the line, and now we're restarting all over again. But I'm fine with James Gunn just wiping the slate clean and starting over. I thought that Black Adam was actually going to be the start of something new, but obviously Black Adam didn't do well, so that's not going to happen. Ah, Black Adam. How unfortunate. It wasn't that bad of a movie, honestly. I watched it, and I wouldn't say it was a masterpiece. I wouldn't say it was garbage, though, either. I say it's a solid, like, 6 out of 10. It was fine, but I can see how some people might say, yeah, let's not base an entire universe off of this. You blame Ezra Miller? There's a lot of stuff you can blame on Ezra Miller. The dude's got a rap sheet a mile long. Zack Snyder. I don't have anything against Zack Snyder. Like, Zack Snyder's a pretty nice guy, but I'm sorry, Batman v Superman was garbage. It was so bad. Like, how am I supposed to take it seriously when... How am I supposed to take the Martha scene seriously? Like, they just burned through Darkseid, or not Darkseid, but they burned through Doomsday and threw him away. One of the most epic villains. They could have made a whole movie out of Doomsday, and then they just threw him away. That was dumb. That was horrible. Ugh. Not sure why they picked James Gunn. Oh. Well, it did take the Guardians of the Galaxy and make them household names, so there's that. Pulled them out of obscurity. And also, every movie that he's made has been good. And also, he probably pitched some ideas to the guy in charge at WB. They sounded good, so he put him in charge. Did I like the Watchmen movie? No. Zack Snyder is a good art director, not a good movie director. He should stay in his lane, which is art direction. Because, you know, he does some really fantastic shots, but God, movie direction, he is awful. I don't think that man's ever directed a good movie in his life. Yeah, Kelly, I don't know. As far as I'm aware, they've dumped like 300 some... What have they dumped in The Flash anyway? Like 300 million or something? Something silly. They've dumped so much money into that movie, and they're at the point where they're just going to restart things anyway. It's gotta be like the most profitable movie ever now, just to turn a profit. It's gotta be the most... Yeah, it's gotta do better than like Avatar now. What with them spending like 300 some odd million on it. Crazy. Why would you spend that so much? Why would you spend so much on an Ezra Miller movie? Ugh. He directed 300. Yeah, and 300 wasn't that great either. I mean, I didn't like 300. I guess a lot of other people did, though. I guess if I had to say that which movie was his best one, I'd say 300. Because it's culturally relevant. Bob says that Marvel Legends need to do 70s, 80s Hulk, Iron Man, everything else from the TV movies, Iron Man, Armored Adventures. Man, you want a lot of retro stuff, don't you? Well, to be fair, Marvel Legends does do a lot of retro stuff. Aw, Zach. I don't know how to tell you this, Zach, but you're not making anything anymore. Well, that's not true. You're making some movie, probably, but it ain't gonna be a DC movie. Oof. Honestly, the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker were both the best pieces of DC media recently. So I can see why they chose James Gunn, because they were both fantastic. The first Suicide Squad movie was awful. The one directed by David Ayer, or whatever his name was. And then, when James Gunn directed The Suicide Squad, oh boy, that movie was so much better. It was actually good for a change. Peacemaker was great. Peacemaker was so good. I never thought that anything with starring John Cena could be good, but... Iron Man Armored Adventures. I'm sure some of us do, but it was a while ago. They're probably not going to touch it. What if James Gunn directed a Fantastic Four film? Average YouTube commenter asks. It'd probably be good, but, you know, I don't think it's going to happen because he's working for DC now. They broke viewer numbers on HBO also. That wouldn't surprise me. I mean, it was a whole feature-length movie that was released on HBO and in theaters simultaneously, which was... It might as well have just been released on HBO. A bunch of people were crying about James Gunn getting his job because the Suicide Squad didn't do well at the box office, and then they just conveniently ignore that the Suicide Squad was released on HBO Max at the same time. Like, talk about being intellectually dishonest. How do you state that without recognizing that it was also released on HBO Max? Of course it didn't have a big box office haul. There's no way it could. I don't know. Either they're intellectually dishonest or those people just don't think. Oh wow, Eddie, you watched did you just say you watched the Suicide Squad 3 times in the first week? Well, to be fair, I watched it like twice, so I believe that. Who would win? Okay, Tiny Terror asks, who would win, Moon Knight or Comic Taskmaster? Ooh. Well, as always, depends on the writing, but, probably Moon Knight. Let's be fair. Let's be fair. I mean, Moon Knight would probably cream Taskmaster. Taskmaster's a tough guy, but I don't think he can stand up to Moon Knight. Never seen Spectacular Spider-Man Collected Disconnect. Much to my surprise. Bob, I don't think anything would have saved that original cut. I don't think a single thing would have saved it. I think it was doomed from the beginning. Jim Wheeler, if the justification for the Spider-Verse figs like Spot and Punk is that they're outside the box, let's just make Marvel Legends as color-themed geometric shapes and call them action figures. What? The Spot and Spider-Punk are good, Jim. What? Zach, you could have saved it. No, you couldn't. You would have just put... You just would have put a sepia filter on it. Mike T. Taskmaster can't copy Moon Knight since his moves are unpredictable and Moon Knight hits himself. That's true. That's true. Moon Knight is quite unpredictable, so if he fights Moon Knight, good luck. He's not going to enjoy it very much. The funny thing here is that Taskmaster can take on the Avengers, because he did first appear in an Avengers comic. But, you know, as soon as he starts taking on Moon Knight, who, ironically, is underpowered compared to a lot of the Avengers, you know, he's done for. And the same thing happened when he fought Deadpool. Deadpool initially was fighting him and losing because the Taskmaster could telegraph everything. But then he decided, you know what, I'm going to be unpredictable now since you're predicting everything. And so once he became unpredictable, he took out the Taskmaster in like 2 seconds. Who would win, Galactus, Ultron, or Silver Surfer? Galactus. Galactus. Dude, Galactus is gonna win. As long as Galactus isn't like starving or something, Galactus is gonna win. There's no way anything can stand up to Galactus. Like, Ultron? No. Ultron's done before the fight even begins. Ultron isn't even in the same league as Galactus and Silver Surfer. And Silver Surfer, like, Galactus could just take his powers away. He gave him his powers. It's over. Silver Surfer loses. Alright, Galactus versus Anti-Monitor. Okay, so that's a little bit more of a fair fight. Anti-Monitor. Because DC is always overpowered. Bob, will Deadpool 3 be a good MCU at PG-13? Once upon... it's going to be an R-rated movie. They've already said a bunch of times it's going to be an R-rated movie. You'd like to get a comic book Dark Side, Jaeger says. Yeah, I would love that too. And speaking of which, let's go ahead to what I said I would like to see in 2023. Beginning with... not Wolverine... but beginning with Marvel Legends. Let's start off with Marvel Legends here and talk about what I would like to see in 2023. And the first one I would like to see in 2023, guys, is Alistair Smythe. And it doesn't matter to me whether it's based on Spider-Man the Animated Series or whether it's based on his comic book version, because design-wise, they're pretty much the same. But yeah, I think we need to see an Alistair Smythe. A lot of people have said it, and I quite agree with them. Alistair Smythe is like one of those cuts that is I don't know if he's deep necessarily, but I would like to see him. And Spider Slayers, yes, bring on the Spider Slayers too, Collective Disconnect. We need more Spider Slayers. We need more of just general Spider-Man lore. I feel like there's not enough Spider-Man coming at me from Marvel Legends, and it's making me a little upset. Like, I see all this stuff going on for the X-Men's 60th anniversary, and I'm just looking at it going, I don't care, I want more Spider-Man. Dude, here's the thing, like, this is going to be controversial, I guess, but no one cares about the X-Men. Well, people do care about the X-Men, but not that many people. Because I've made videos about a bunch of different X-Men stuff, and you know what? People don't watch them. Because no one cares about that much about the X-Men. When I make stuff about Spider-Man, Daredevil, or Hulk, or, you know, Fantastic Four, people watch that because people care about those more. Yeah, the only X-Men character, Collective Disconnect is right on the money here, the only X-Men character people care about is Wolverine. That's it. That's the only X-Men character people care about. That's true, Eddie. Casuals only care about Wolverine. That's absolutely true. And unfortunately, casuals are the ones who view most of my videos. I mean, I'll take the views, but it's unfortunate that so many people are casuals. And the casuals are the ones who complain the most about what I say on my videos. Unsurprisingly, I guess. Well, Mike says that the McFarlane Avatar Crab could be maybe a custom Spider Slayer. That's great. Stephanie over here. Spider-Man is an epic Marvel character. The rest are mid. Oh, geez, that's a hot opinion. That's hotter than my opinion, Stephanie. Oh, my goodness. Stephanie's making my opinions look downright moderate. Lycan Troop. Hey, Lycan Troop. It's good to see you. Cable is a favorite of yours. Yeah, we could probably use a new Cable action figure, couldn't we? I wouldn't mind one. I think that'd be pretty great. Like, I'm not going to say no to anything. You know me, guys. I won't say no to anything. Bring it on, I'll talk about it. What's my opinion on the SH Figuarts, Venom and Carnage, and would you buy them? My opinion is that they're boutique action figures, and they're probably not worth the money because of that. Would I buy them? No, because it's just too much risk and not enough reward. I usually stick with like retail action figures because more people are going to buy them and more people are going to view the videos that I make about them. If I make something about figure arts, it's a very niche audience. And just isn't going to be that many views. Bob, did I see the new Diamond Select Sandman statue? I did. And Human Torch statue. I didn't see the Human Torch one. I did see Mr. Fantastic, though. I have mixed feelings on Mr. Fantastic. I don't think he's some of Marvel Select's best work, but I don't think he's awful either. I think that he's like right in the middle. He's like a C for me. Like, he's getting the job done. The sculpt looks pretty good, but the effect that they've included with him, I don't know. If there's more stuff in the package, maybe I would consider getting him. But if there's not more stuff, then tough sell. The head sculpt is pretty good. You're right, click to disconnect. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and take a look at that bad boy right now. We can find him. Actually, it shouldn't be that hard to find him. All I gotta do is Google it. Okay, there it is. Hey, and are we finding any images? You'd like to see a new animated series, Doc Ock. Oh, wouldn't we all? You know, one of these days, Hasbro's actually gonna get to that. Actually, I'm not turning up anything in my search. What? Come on, there's gotta be a here. What if I search Diamond Select? Okay, that's a little bit more like it. Alright, we found it, we found it. He's on Big Bad Toy Store, which I guess makes sense. Oh, he's got multiple interchangeable parts. Okay, so that's kind of cool. If he has more parts that are interchangeable than what I'm about to show you, then I'm a little bit more interested in Mr. Fantastic. But here, let's take a look at this guy real quick. Alright, there's the Marvel Select Mr. Fantastic. Thoughts on the upcoming Nolan wave? It's cool, Big C. I don't mind seeing that Nolan wave at all. And I kind of hope that we see a couple of more characters. Like, for instance, I would really love to see, like, Ra's al Ghul. A Liam Neeson action figure would be pretty tight, in my opinion. Also, Talia al Ghul would be very nice to see, too. So would Alfred. Are there any others from the Nolanverse that we would like to see? Oh, Morgan Freeman. Hey, give me a Morgan Freeman action figure, please. Maybe an unmasked Scarecrow, too. Just Cillian Murphy. Just a Cillian Murphy action figure. Let me have it. Oh, I don't know if we're going to get any more Nolan stuff than that, but just getting the entire wave is tight. I'm into it. I love the Nolan movies. The third one left me feeling really cold because the movie was all build up and really weak payoff. But otherwise, I'm a fan. Like, and you order the Diamond Select Beta Ray Bill. Is he also a drinkable cup? Collect to disconnect asks. Actually, that would be kind of fun. If I can drink from this effect that they have in this, you know what? Actually, it depends. You might not want to drink from it. It might poison you over time. Big C, if that black suit Spidey with the Carnage on it is on the Renew Your Vows body, is that the best symbiote Spidey we have? You know, the Renew Your Vows body is not that much different from the Retro Spider-Man body, so if you already have the symbiote Spider-Man action figure, I'd say you're already pretty well set. But if you want to get the one that's in the VHS box set, then it's not that different, I don't think. So, is it the best one? I would still lean toward the... Looks like he's in a sauna tub.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
Thanks for the membership, Eddie. I appreciate it, dude. It's nice to have you always, Eddie. He looks like a sauna tub. He does. He does. I'm not even gonna try to defend this one, guys. I want to see like the other accessories. This is one of my main criticisms about what we see from Marvel Select is that they don't show us all the accessories in their promo pics. Why are they holding out on the accessories? I finally saw the accessories that came with Apocalypse, and they look so good. And I'm hoping that, I don't know, if they got some more stuff in here, that's still a better price than Marvel Legends. Yeah, I mean, $30 an action figure. At least they're stable with their pricing, and the prices aren't all over the place. Boris says, best symbiote Spidey is the Mafex. Yeah, if you want to spend money on Mafex, go for it, bro. What characters are we waiting on McFarlane? Well, we did talk about Page Punchers earlier, featuring Aquaman, Big C, and here's one of the ones that we were talking about. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, there it is. This has Aquaman, Black Manta, what I believe is a redesigned Ocean Master, and Aqualad. Click to disconnect. You got Apocalypse, Beta Ray Bill, and Iceman. Dude, Iceman was so good. I saw all the Iceman stuff, and it looks so good. Oh my god, I want Iceman. I love that Iceman action figure so much. Yeah, like, and I am right there with you, buddy. I hope we're not going to see any salad fingers on Mr. Fantastic. Please don't do that to me, Marvel Legends. Well, yeah, Marvel Legends, please stop doing salad fingers. But Marvel Select, please don't start doing it. I am begging you, please don't. Please don't. Oh. Mr. Freeze. Oh, that's right, Mr. Freeze. Yeah, Mr. Freeze looks really solid, Big C. I saw the promo pics of him, and I'm a fan. I haven't seen too many other pics of him. There has been some stuff from, like, people over in Hong Kong who have been showing pictures of the action figures. And after people saw what the figures look like in the box, you know, people were kind of changing their opinions and saying, oh, this Mr. Freeze isn't that great. But I still think he looks really good. Mr. Freeze is really at the tippy top of my to-get list, if I'm going to get anyone. We might have some picture over here that Stephanie posted on our members-only Discord that I can pull up real quick, if I can find it. Yeah, there's some pictures up here that she posted. Okay, yeah, alright. Here, let's open up this one. Yeah, that's one that Stephanie posted. There it is. Okay, so that's what Mr. Freeze essentially looks like in hand. And you know what? For 20 bucks, I'll go for that. That looks very acceptable to me for 20 bucks. I think that the details look really good. Everything looks like it's pretty on point. Looks great. Love him. Big C says that he's very disappointed with Red Hulk Marvel Select. Only came with extra hands and nothing else. Well, was the sculpt at least on point? I know that Immortal Hulk came with an extra head. Usually, though, you know, with Marvel Select, you get more stuff, but that said, he is a larger action figure, so... Paint seems a little dull. It could just be the lighting, too, because I've noticed that what happens a lot with McFarlane's action figures is that they're not super photogenic when you see them on camera and stuff, but when you hold them in real life and play around with them, they look wonderful. Repaint of the Green Immortal with new sculpted head. Yeah, that sounds about right for Red Hulk. Kind of disappointed it didn't come with more stuff, though, then. Yeah, this is one that I'm definitely going to get, like, no questions. Obviously, I'm going to get Mr. Freeze. He's a really important Batman villain. I can't skip him. Everything Batman I absolutely love. I can't help it. I'm just such a Batman nut. Now, let me show you guys the next one that I want to see from Marvel Legends. Not Mr. Fantastic, but Morbius. Morbius. I want to see an animated Morbius. It's been not that long since we got a Morbius. We got a Morbius in the Venom pool wave in 2020. But this is like a totally different version of the character. And if you guys remember the TV show, he's got those little suction cups on his hands that he uses to drink blood instead of actually like biting into necks and everything. Because, you know, it was a kid's show back in 1994, and they couldn't show him biting into people like that. Collected Disconnect animated Blade would also be cool. I would not be mad about that. Tiny Terror says he feels like Marvel Legends should redo the animated Scorpion and make him the bigger, more menacing character that I saw in the cartoon with that cartoon-like tail. What do I think? I agree with you wholeheartedly. That was one of my main criticisms about the Scorpion action figure that they released as a animated series version. And my main complaint about that, well, I just criticized it for not really being based on the animated series. It's just painted like it. But when you look at it, it's just a re-release of the Molten Man Wave 1. Nothing all that exciting to see here. That was an okay comic book Scorpion, but that's not the Scorpion that was in the cartoon. None of the details are right. At least, you know, of course, he's not big enough. I guess that's also a concern. But also, none of his costumes design looks right. So yes, they should make it again. That's something I say with a lot of bad action figures that we see from like Hasbro's Marvel Legends, is that when they release something and it isn't all that great, I just say, make it again. People will say, we already got this character, and I'll say, I don't care. It wasn't good. Make it again. That's what I've been saying about the new Daredevil recently that was introduced in the Daredevil 3-pack that was on the Spider-Man Renew Your Vows body. I looked at that and I said, make it again! Collect a disconnect. I'm sorry, collect a disconnect. He just bought the Retro Scorpion. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. I'll probably get him eventually too, because he is a Spider-Man character, and well, you know. Spider-Man is to Marvel for me what Batman is to DC. Love me some Spider-Man. Can't help it. I just love Spider-Man so much. Like, I got a whole comic book collection. You know, most of my comic book collection it's Batman comics, Spider-Man comics, Daredevil comics, got some X-Men, but mostly Daredevil, mostly Spider-Man, mostly Batman. Tiny Terror, I would not be opposed to Marvel Legends redesigning Lasher and Scream. Why not? Why not, right? Why not? Like in Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze says, chill out at the press of a button. Do you guys really want a DC Multiverse Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze? Is that what I'm hearing? Is this what the people want? They want a voice-activated Mr. Freeze? Well, I would buy that in a heartbeat. See, Kelly's got the right idea here. Speedball, make it again. God, Speedball was bad. Oh, Speedball. How could I not include him like my worst of list of 2022? Look at the package that he came in, guys. It was like a quarter empty. Come on. Big C. I missed what Big C said up here. Big C said that he thinks that they should... think they'll drop another Bane with how well the first one sold. Still sold out everywhere. Yeah, it's like one of the most popular Build-A-Figure, or not Build-A-Figure, one of the most popular Mega figures recently, so I would not be surprised if they dropped a few more of them. Big C. Honestly, he's too popular for them not to. If he's selling well, I see no reason why they wouldn't make a few more. But if they do drop him again, you might want to be quick because, you know, obviously he's selling really well. People love that one. Best quote of 2022, Tiny Tear says, make it again! I wonder how we could render that into an emote now. I don't know. Am I happy with the new Penguin in the game? Well, I don't have it yet, but I thought the design for Big C was pretty decent. Like, it looked like the Penguin from the game. When I first saw it, I thought the face looked a little weird, but then I saw it from other angles, and I thought that it was pretty good, ultimately. MIA. Oh, actually, we could do that. Yeah. I don't know, I'll have to think a little bit how to make this emote. But that's neither here nor there. We need a few more members if we're going to get another emote. I need like 10 more members before I can get another emote slot. God, I can't believe I need to get 10 more members before I get another emote slot. YouTube, you're being too stingy with all my emote slots, guys. If you're not a member, become a member so I can have more emotes. Oh, that's a good sales pitch if there ever has been one. Oh, Lycan over here says he can't wait for the McFarlane Batwing. Actually, that's awesome. We are talking about the one from The Flash, right? The one based on the '89 movie. Oh my goodness. Wait, Jaeger up here. I just saw this. Jaeger says that McFarlane is going to make a Batman '89 Batmobile for $80. No. No, he's not. Come on, $80? $80? Oh my goodness. Oh, it better be like the best Batmobile ever if it's $80. Come on, McFarlane released like a... He released the 1960s Batmobile for $30. And then he released like the Batmobile Beast at Walmart for $50 with the action figure. So it is effectively $30 too. So $80 for a Batmobile? Oh boy, it better be good. Like to Disconnect says he's buying every vehicle from McFarlane no matter what. Our Big C says that Batmobiles with Batman, $25 on sale right now at Walmart. Yeah, I saw that. Don't know if I have to have it. Don't know if I have to have it. I have to think about that one. But I am a big Batman fan. Like I said, I love some Batman, so I'll give it some serious consideration. NSC says he still doesn't have a modern Spider-Man. I have one from Spider-Man Classics. Yeah, well, if you have one from Spider-Man Classics that's still good and hasn't broken yet, then you know what? Maybe you don't need another one. Because if it's still good, it's still good. I still have a lot of like Spider-Man Classic stuff from Toy Biz too. Actually, I don't even know if you have stuff from Toy Biz. You might just have stuff from Spider-Man Classics when Hasbro was making it. But I have a lot of stuff from Toy Biz's day. Like, I've got the Beetle, the big Beetle action figure they made. I've got the Sandman, Carnage. I got a Venom that's not all that great. I got Doc Ock. I got Lizard. You know, Ultimate, is it? No, not Ultimate Green Goblin. Wait, is it Ultimate Green Goblin? No, it's not Ultimate Green Goblin. It's redesigned Green Goblin. Okay, you got Toy Biz. I don't need to list all my action figures, but point is, I've got a lot of Toy Biz stuff still. Love the Venom. Okay, Big C says he's got like the 3-pack Venom, and that he loves the Venom, hates the Riot in Agony. What do you hate the Riot in Agony for? Out of curiosity. The 2-pack with Doc Ock and Silk sold like crazy. It actually did restock after the pre-orders first sold out. It did restock, but then they sold out again. I'm kind of surprised that people are so into it, because I looked at it, I didn't think it was that great personally, which is why I didn't get it. Jaeger says the Batmobile 89 is appearing in the Target system. It says deluxe, so it might be bigger than the Batmobeast. Oh, dude. If it's bigger than the Batmobiles, that's a lot of Batmobile. Okay, I can get on board with this. Well, to be fair, I thought the Batmobiles was a little overpriced when it first debuted. But if it's a 1989 Batmobile, it might actually be worth it. NSC, Toy Biz's Doc Ock tentacles were better. Actually, that is 100% correct. Absolutely correct. I can't believe that Hasbro's dragging their feet, finding it so difficult to produce a Doc Ock with bendy tentacles. Alright, here's the next character that I would love to see from Marvel Legends in 2023. I would love to see the Vulture. Either an animated Vulture would be fine for me, or just a redone Vulture, because the last Vulture they did, you guys know what it is. It was that one that was on the Pizza Spider-Man body, and it wasn't that great. Any interest in the new Street Fighter figures from Jada Toys? No, I'm good on those. I'm not that big of a... I play Street Fighter occasionally, but I'm not that big of a Street Fighter fan. Ah, yes, the non-feathered wings. God, I can't believe they did that. It looks so cheap, that Vulture action figure they did. Like, how do you take an L that big to Toy Biz's Vulture from the Fearsome Foes box set many, many years ago, when you have so much more technology now, and you're able to make action figures that are so much better? How do you lose ground to Toy Biz? Yeah, the Fearsome Foes Vulture that Toy Biz did way back when, like 2005, I want to say, that one is so much better. It's got wonderful sculpting all over the body that perfectly depicts the Vulture's body, and also, you know, everything about that one is on point. The sculpt looks great. Obviously, the articulation is outdated, but Toy Biz's Vulture?
I'm in.
Thanks for subbing, Slayer. Toy Biz's Vulture is so much better. It's crazy. It's such a good action figure. I think it's one of the more underrated action figures that they did. But yeah, I am hoping that Hasbro returns to the Vulture and does something a little bit more like this from the animated series, maybe for the Spider-Man Retro card line, or or they go back and they do a classic Vulture. Either one would be pretty fine to me. I just want to see something with a little bit more panache from the Vulture. Big C says, we need an alternate head with Retro Craven. Yeah, we do. we need something with Retro Craven. Retro Craven was, I wasn't feeling Retro Craven. Well, I'm sure you guys picked up on that, but Retro Craven, I don't know what happened with that one. Like, well, I know what happened. They ran out of budget, and they decided they just wanted to cut a few corners. That's usually how it goes. You know what Kraven's head is, NSC? It's just the same Kraven head that they included on the Kraven action figure from the Kraven's Last Hunt 2-pack. And I don't know if you guys have seen that one, but if you do a Google search, you can find it really easily. Just Marvel Legends Kraven's Last Hunt. Let's check it out, guys. Boy, this is... boy, there really aren't good pictures of this. Alright, this is about as good as I'm going to get, I think. No, that's not good at all. Wow, there's like no good pictures of this. Well, I guess I can let it go, but still. Wait. Actually, I think I found a good picture. I take that back. I found a good picture. Oh, have faith, Soulkeeper. You just got it, bud. Alright, check it out, guys. That is the Kraven Last Hunt head, and that is the head they're including on the Retro Kraven. And of course, they're including the same vest too. Yeah, Boris, it looks like Moonstone is going to be the very last Walgreens exclusive. I forgot to mention that, but yes, there are no more Walgreens exclusives. It looks like Walgreens exclusives are completely done. Contract is over. Moonstone is the very last one. So, I guess I feel a little bit of relief on one hand. Well, I don't know about relief, because I'll be honest here, Walgreens exclusives have been much easier to get than they have been in the past. Like, in the past, they've been absolutely brutal to get, but recently, over the past year, it hasn't been that bad. They've been getting them online pretty consistently. Every release has been fairly simple to get. I can order it, no muss, no fuss. But Walmart is the new Walgreens. Now, if any of you guys have ordered anything on Walmart recently, I know you've had a problem. I don't think there's anybody who hasn't had a problem with Walmart. Because you guys all remember the 90s Spider-Man cel-shaded exclusive that Walmart got. Boris, you wish they did that before you missed out on all their X-Men stuff. Yeah, I wish they would have gotten their act together a lot sooner. Because it didn't do anybody any favors. Because I missed out on a lot of really cool stuff because of that, and so did you guys. Yeah, NSC, it's been a lot better since like the middle of last year. Like, actually, like near the end of last year is when things, I think, started to improve a lot over at Walgreens. Tiny Terror asked me earlier, I missed it, but do you think Marvel Legends should make a Maximum Carnage wave of Venom, Carnage, a better Doppelganger, and others? Well, they've already made the action figures in some form to begin with, so I say why not? I wouldn't mind seeing it. I think it would be pretty exciting. Like Carnage and Venom, they're cool characters. And Maximum Carnage was a fun story. Yeah, I'd like to see a Maximum Carnage wave. I don't know how they would do it, but I wouldn't mind it at all. Well, anyway, guys. Yep, that is essentially our Retro Kraven right there. They did replace the legs, though, it looks like, on the render that they did. I think they replaced his legs with Vulcan's legs. And the upper body on him might be Vulcan, too. Maybe. Well, I think he still has pegs on his arms, so at least they're still reusing the arms from this one, it looks like. But, yeah. Liking Doppelganger could use an ab crunch or a waist swivel or something. You're not wrong. Well, you know, they just did Spiral, and she's got a torso cut, a torso swivel, torso rocker. So just, I'm not going to say that Doppelganger needs an ab crunch, but you know, a torso swivel would be nice to have. All right, here's the next one that I want to see, guys. Apologies for like the small image, but you know, pictures of this guy were actually kind of hard to find online. I want to see an animated version of the Chameleon. And there's been some customs going around that have looked really cool and really well done, where they're reusing a lot of the Red Skull parts, and it honestly looks like it fits pretty closely. They've been getting a lot of mileage out of the Red Skull body for a lot of different action figures recently. With a ton of interchangeable heads. Yeah, just having a few would be nice. Like, on Marvel Legends, I don't know that you need to have a lot for the Chameleon, because, you know, you can pretty much take the head off of any Marvel Legend now. So it wouldn't be much of a stretch to take something off of another character and put it on the Chameleon here. I think that more than any other Chameleon, I would like to see the Spider-Man the Animated Series Chameleon. Because the Spider-Man the Animated Series Chameleon is such a unique design. And the standard comic book Chameleon is kind of dull by comparison. But, you know, if they release a comic book Chameleon, I'm not going to be mad about it. I would just really rather see the Animated Series one in the very near future. I remember having... I have a Chameleon action figure from Toy Biz's Spider-Man the Animated Series line. And that one came with a handful of interchangeable heads. As I recall, it came with Spider-Man, it came with Venom, and I think it might have come with J. Jonah Jameson. Hey, Traffic Cone, glad you could join us. Sorry you had a blackout, dude. Not too much. We talked about the first two action figures on my wish list. We're talking about a lot of different stuff going on today. First two action figures I want to see in 2023 are Smythe, as well as Morbius. And right now, we're talking about the Chameleon, because I would love to see these characters next. And the Chameleon is like my favorite. This version of the Chameleon is a really unique one, and one of my favorite designs for the Chameleon. Because the Chameleon is usually wearing some kind of generic, you know, suit type deal, which I guess is probably appropriate for him, because usually he tries to blend in, right? Chameleon vs. Morph vs. Mystique shift off. Galactic Disconnect. Yeah, that'd be a fun show. Smythe would be cool. I think that he was a lot bigger part of the animated series than he was comic books. Because I just don't recall that many comic books that had Smythe in them. There were a few, definitely. They should make a lizard figure that is like the Build-A-Figure, but not a normal size, Tiny Terror says. Yeah, sure. Like, I really don't know how big you would make the lizard, because the lizard isn't like that big of a character. I don't mean like in popularity, I mean like size-wise. He's kind of a small-ish character. A little bigger than Spider-Man, but I thought that the one they released was pretty much the right size. Am I a fan of the X-Men Evolution character designs? I don't really care for them that much, liking, but if other people like them, that's awesome. I just couldn't get on board with it. I wasn't feeling the whole series. Spider Slayer Triple Decker Bot. Ooh, boy. Yeah, if they want to do a HasLab, why wouldn't they have done that? If they wanted to do a HasLab, why didn't they do that this year? Because if they did a Triple Decker Spider Slayer from the animated series, that thing would have sold out day one. Instead, they went with the Engine of Vengeance. And, you know, everything happened the way it did. It was silly. Are we getting another Lizard in 2023? Probably not. I mean, they just released the one over at Walmart, so I really doubt it, but hey, Big C, you know what I say? And I say it a lot. Never say never, because sometimes you get surprised. Yes, the Engine of Vengeance that no one asked for. God. Like, the Engine of Vengeance, it was cool, I guess. Like, the base part was pretty neat. It was just overpriced. That was the fatal flaw for it. It was overpriced for one, and then the early bird, boy, they really did themselves in with the early bird thing. I can't believe they did that. Oh, this project has to be completely funded or else nobody gets the early bird. And no early bird special has ever been structured like that because it's completely bird-brained. Tiny Terror, Retro Scorpion, make it again! See, this guy gets it. This guy gets it. That's right, Tiny Terror. A+ posting, bro. NSC was pumped for it, but oh wow, I felt like you got kicked in the nuts when they said 400. You and me both. Here's the thing, dude. I thought that it was going to be like $250. I estimated that the HasLab, because they announced, or there was rumors that it was going to be an Engine of Vengeance, I estimated it at $250. Like somewhere around 150 to 250. And then they announced 350. I said, whoa, they're dreaming big, aren't they? Oh, well, at least we got some good streams out of it, you know. We got a couple of Countdown to Midnights out of the Engine of Vengeance stuff, and those were fun. On one, we were just yakking it up, talking about stuff, played some games too. And on another one, we ranked all the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figures throughout the years. It turned into a really fun night, despite, you know, a HasLab falling flat on his face. So that was really cool. Big C, I hope there's another Venom in 2023. I would love to see another Venom. I would love to see like a redo of the retro animated Venom that they did, because the one that they released on Hasbro Pulse, a lot of people, including myself, really didn't like that one. A lot of people loved it, but there was some pretty obvious QC issues on that one. They teased us with Mephisto. Yeah, they really did, and we're probably not going to see Mephisto for a couple of years. Mark my words, Tiny Terror, they'll find a way to release him. They made a whole big stink about it. Oh, we can't release this at retail. And meanwhile, McFarlane's releasing Sabak at retail with a pentagram carved into his chest, and we're supposed to believe that Mephisto can't make it to retail? Yeah, okay, buddy. Get out of here. Like, and the Engine of Vengeance felt like a social experiment, he says. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. How unfortunate that we have to be the guinea pigs. Traffic over here says that they'll likely do animated Doc Ock, but you wonder if they'll actually do his armor. Oh god, if they just paint his armor on him, I don't even know what I'm gonna do, Traffic Cone. I guess I'll make, I mean, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a video about it, but it's not gonna be good. I'm not gonna have anything nice to say. Like, how do you say anything nice about an animated Doc Ock with his armor painted on? Eddie, remember that Mary Jane stream? Yeah, I remember it. That was a fun stream too. We got some fun streams on here. Happy Merry Almost Christmas there, MST. It's good to see you, dude. Hope that life is treating you alright. And, last stream before Christmas, we're just bringing it in. And talking about our wish list for 2023. Mostly just chilling right now, having some laughs. By the way, we're going to come back in a second. Let's take a quick ad break. And, by the way, guys, if you support what I do, please consider a membership. Or, you know, some super chats too, because they help me keep providing the content you love to see. And I always appreciate it, my friends, because it helps me keep the lights on around here. Anyway, I will be back with you in a couple of seconds. By the way, your membership, if you do get one, comes with perks such as members-only content, early access to content, as well as a members-only Discord and priority priority response to comments. Be right back, guys, and we'll talk a little bit more about our wish list. Ooh. Eddie, that is very true. You get all those emotes with your membership too. Don't forget about the emotes, as well as the members' badges. There's 9 different emotes now that we have available for you guys to use. But, with 10 additional members, we get a 10th emote slot. A man can dream. Traffic cone. They are quite valuable. Big C, black suit penguin, or another penguin, or not penguin. Why did I say penguin? Kingpin. Kingpin. I would love to see Kingpin. I was hoping that they would do a Kingpin based on his appearance on the Hawkeye show, because I thought that was a really cool look for him, and we haven't really gotten a Vincent D'Onofrio penguin. Penguin. Why am I saying penguin? Kingpin. Vincent D'Onofrio Kingpin. Vincent D'Onofrio Kingpin. We haven't seen him yet, and I'm hoping that we do see him at some point in the near future. But if they want to re-release another Kingpin, I'm all for it, because maybe something like the anime series, or maybe something a little closer to how he appeared on, well, I've always liked the white suit appearance for the Kingpin. I think that his appearance in that suit from the Daredevil comics back from the 80s for a long time forward after that was one of his best looks, and I love it. So if they want to re-release that one, I'm down. Bring it on. The Retro Series Kingpin sells for big bucks. Whew! $80 to $100. That doesn't surprise me. Marvel Legends are always going for big bucks, man. Even when they're not really worth it. But Kingpin, yeah, I can see him going for that much money because he's a really cool action figure. So please, Hasbro, re-release him. I'm always a big fan of re-releasing popular action figures like that. Like, if there's something that's really expensive, re-release it, man. It seems like an obvious choice. Oh, like it. Are you talking about those Marvel Legends-esque Santa Claus action figures? And didn't they make a Krampus too? Those look cool. I'm probably not going to get them, but I thought that they were very, very fun looking. Of course, guys, this is the #1 action figure, the #1 character I want to see in 2023. I want to see Doc Ock. Animated Doc Ock. I just want to see a Doc Ock with bendy tentacles. And at this point, I'm really not picky how I get him, but I know everyone wants to see him in his armored look from Spider-Man the Animated Series. I want to see a bendy tentacle Doc Ock in his Armani suit, his classic look. They've already got the classic look down, so if they want to release that one and put some bendy tentacles on him, I mean, yeah, that's a total W. It's a total W any way you slice it. But personally, I am fond of his Armani look. I think that the way Eric Larson did his design, I thought it looked very classy. I thought it worked. And usually I'm not a fan of suit redesigns, but on Doc Ock, it just feels good. Because it's so goofy. Like, he looks so formal when he's got tentacles popping out of his suit jacket. Imagine the cost of tailoring for poor Doc Ock. Bend the tentacles. That's right, NSC. Give us the bendy tentacles. Come on, they could do a bendy tail for the lizard, and they could do a bendy tail for the scorpion, but they can't do bendy tentacles for Doc Ock? Come on. Come on. Stop holding out on us, man. Toy Biz could do it. What's Hasbro's excuse? MST, I'm guessing if they have a bendy tentacle Doc Ock, they will have him in a larger box like a 2-packs or War Machine. Yeah, it's pretty tacky. They do that. I mean, you know, Doc Ock has always been released as a single action figure. Like, I'm harkening back to the days of Toy Biz's early Marvel superheroes line. Doc Ock was released with his tentacles like wrapped up inside of the package with him. And then Marvel Legends, when they did his release, you know, he was released all by himself. His tentacles were all wrapped up in the package with him. Hasbro, they're probably going to make it some deluxe release. Green Goblin or Hobgoblin? Well, Green Goblin had an okay-looking action figure, but Hobgoblin's is terrible, so I vote Hobgoblin. Make it again! Hobgoblin was one of my worst action figures of 2022. Really unfortunate how bad that one was, I thought. I just couldn't believe that they took Bucky Cap and threw it on him. We're trying to make it more accurate to the animated series. What do? They throw on Bucky Cap. They even gave him Bucky Cap's boots. Oh. And here's the thing about Bucky Cap. He's got teeny tiny feet, so he doesn't look right. Just, I can't do it. I can't do it. Exactly, NSC. The feet are so small, it's almost hard to stand. I noticed that on my X-Man action figure that had Bucky Cap legs on him. He's got feet that are so disproportionately small, it's hard to work with them, and it's unfortunate because half of X-Man is actually a really good action figure. The one from the Sugar Man wave, but he's got Bucky Cap on his lower body, and it kind of brings it down a few notches, unfortunately. What do I think about the selfie series, Lycan? I think it's a waste of time. It's fun, I guess. Fun-ish. I don't know. Like, here's the thing. Like, it costs money to do sculpts, and they're what, charging $80 for it? And the sculpts don't look that good because even after you pay $80 or something, it's still not enough money for what a good sculpt would actually cost. So I think it should just be scrapped. The sculpts don't really look good enough to justify it, and the price is too high anyway. An $80 action figure. $80 to sculpt your head and throw you on somebody. I know why it costs that much, because head sculpts cost a lot of money, but I just feel like it's a misfire. They all have the same head with different faces printed. Yeah, it's a waste. I would never spend money on that. In good conscience, I could not. Big C, another Mysterio? Yeah, why not? Let's have it. Another Mysterio? I'd love to see Mysterio. You know what I would love to see, though? I would love to see Mysterio from the animated series, because we got a Mysterio that was comic book based a little while ago, and he looked pretty good. But we haven't really gotten one that's based on the animated series. So if they want to, it seems like they're leaning a little bit more into the animated series stuff, or at least they're trying to. But if they want to lean a little bit more in the animated series stuff, yeah, bring us some Mysterio, baby. Let me have a little bit more Mysterio. Tiny Terror says the bendy wire showing Hasbro is just wrong, and I want to withstand. Doc Ock tentacles matter. That's some hashtag, bro. That's some hashtag. You wonder what happened if you sent him a selfie of your Beast figure? Oh, actually, that would be good. You know what? If you want to spend the money, if you want to spend the money sending them a selfie of your Beast action figure, let us know what happens. Because I can't imagine anything good is going to happen. Any luck on getting animated Spidey from Walmart? No. Nope, afraid not, Big C. I checked last night, actually, and they're all sold out. Walmart is the new Walgreens, unfortunately. Walmart just insists upon not stocking enough for everyone to have. And not only that, but there's people who are buying like 6 of these Spider-Mans. They're buying like 6 copies of him. At which point, why do you need that many? You don't need to have more than 2. You don't need more than 2 action figures. If you have more than 2 action figures, you're just greedy, man. There's absolutely no reason to buy like 6 Spider-Mans. And you know what they're doing when they're buying like that many Spider-Mans? They're intending to sculpt a few of them. That's what they're doing. They're scalpers. They're just scalpers. Plain and simple. Which is why in the video that I made, I put the title on there, or the title on the thumbnail, the headline on the thumbnail, Scalper Exclusive. And my prediction has held up very accurately. Only place you can get it now is scalpers. All this time down the line, pre-orders, they never worked. Nobody can get them. It's just a scalper exclusive, and it's really unfortunate because it's one that everyone wanted to see. I wanted to review it because it was one of my most popular videos. Yeah, it's just not going to work out because Walmart is terrible, and I hate that they keep getting exclusives. It's better on the DC Multiverse front, but on the Marvel Legends front, it's absolute garbage. Ugh, I just can't say enough bad things about Walmart. I'm sorry. Yeah, $55, $60. That's ridiculous, Big C. That's silly. He shouldn't even be that much. He should be available is what he should be. He should be available at Walmart, and he should be easy to get. Yeah, I know, Stephanie. I really can't stand it when they do the Walmart exclusives. But DC, I've been able to get Azrael Batman barely. That's the thing. Like even with DC Multiverse, I could barely get it. How is that a thing? Is Walmart just not buying enough copies of the action figure? Because it seems like the distribution over at McFarlane Toys is a little bit better. They always have their stuff. Their stuff is always well stocked. But you know, distribution issues, it seems like things are just like that with Hasbro. I think that Walmart just isn't buying enough copies. Yeah, Kraven's going to be probably $45 to $60 as well, because he's got a Spider-Man label on his box. So you're exactly right there, Big C. More than likely. Alright, Eddie says everyone's taking low stock these days. Well, that would be why then. Walmart's not taking enough stock, and just a bunch of greedy people are buying a bunch of Spider-Mans, and that's why no one can get this one. One of those things that's really awful about collecting. Big C, you're right. It was supposed to be an online exclusive initially. Guess what? It showed up in stores. It showed up in Walmart stores. It was supposed to be online only. You're right. Absolutely. But guess what? More Walmart shenanigans. Lycan, you want to shit? Lycan, I don't know if I could help you with that. We'd have to have a time machine and go back and get a bunch of Toy Biz stuff, unfortunately. I don't know. Does anyone want to lend Lycan a few Tobey Maguires? Tiny Terror says, okay, let's take a look at what some of these other people are saying. I've missed a few comments up here. Tiny Terror says they should do another Venom for 2023. They should get the Null 2-pack body, plug the holes, and have the other 2 heads it came with. Wait, the Null 2-pack body? The Null 2-pack body has is using the movie Venom body, though, so it doesn't have holes. Oh, wait, the holes on the back, right. Oh, so, yeah, they drilled those for the body on that. I don't know that they would have to fill them. They just have to use the mold for the old movie Venom body. So, in this case, they just have to not drill anything. But I would be totally down with them releasing another Venom figure. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Also, inflation. They only sent 2 per case with that. Oh boy. Oh boy. They only sent 2 per case with that end cap from what you heard, and 4 lizards. So they didn't include the action figure. So they sent garbage for one that no one wants, and then they didn't include the one that everyone wants. Does Hasbro think that Spider-Man is not popular for some reason? Do they just not have it in their heads that Spider-Man is the moneymaker? Do they not understand this? Because I feel like they don't understand it. It feels like they don't really understand that Spider-Man is going to equal buku bucks. That if you want guaranteed sales, Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm on board with Tiny Terror over here. Make it again! Lycan, you're 100% correct. The animated Spider-Man, let's pull him up so you guys can see, actually. I'm gonna go look for him over on, like, Walmart's site, so just bear with me here. Okay. Oh, they took the page down! What? Oh, they took the page down, guys! Oh, they took the page down! What? Guys, they took the page down at Walmart! I just clicked on my bookmark! They took it down! What? Oh, I'm gonna do a search now, but I think they took it down, bro! I can't believe this! What? Come on, it's gotta show up in search. It doesn't! No! Oh, they took it down, man! Oh. Oh, they're trying to hide their screw up. They're trying to hide all the bad reviews it's getting. Oh, they took it down! I was gonna show you guys some pictures, but I guess not right now. They took it down. We never had this Spider-Man action figure, they said. You didn't see anything. There's no such thing as 90s animated Spider-Man. There's no cel-shaded action figure on our shelves. They're trying to Jedi mind trick you into thinking, oh, we never had this toy. We don't know what you're talking about. I can't believe Walmart took it down. That's amazing. I hate Walmart so much. Big C, wouldn't be shocked if it sold for 100 to 140 a couple of weeks. Yeah, it's probably gonna go for it's gonna go for stupid money over there on eBay and Mercari. See, collect a disconnect. They took it down. Okay, we got confirmation. It's not just me now. Walfart, thank you. Thank you, Coolers. Coolers right on the money with that one. Lee, it's good to see you, man. See, updated cable. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Updated cable would be great, brother. Well, you never know, Lycantroop. We might see a re-release of that Spider-Man in the VHS line. It would be the smart thing to do if they're going to make a whole VHS line like the X-Men. Walmart. I love all this shade being thrown at Walmart right now in chat. This is amazing. I don't know what they're planning to do with their VHS Spider-Man line, but I'm tentatively kind of excited for it. I know that they're probably going to be doing a lot of cell shading on it, but I don't know. I'm way more into Spider-Man than I am the X-Men. So whatever they do, I'm gonna be sure to cover and pay close attention to. So I don't know why they've maybe they're taking it down because I don't know, they're planning to do a re-release in the VHS wave or something. Who knows? Collect a disconnect. You pre-ordered the second it was up. I don't even know how you do that. Get there the second it comes up. Like, I can't imagine hovering over the link like that. That's impressive. Yeah, I always figured you just gotta get lucky with these things. Like, I got lucky with the lizard. Alright, Jay, well, I guess that explains the reduced functionality. Ugh. How did... So, okay, Big C over here with the real question. How did Spidey become an exclusive anyways? I don't know. You got me. How did Spidey become an exclusive? See, that's what I've been asking. Like, why would you release that as an exclusive? A Spider-Man that everyone wants. Everyone wants him. But then you go and release him as a Walmart exclusive. The Lizard, everyone wants him. What do? Walmart exclusive. Spider-Man, everyone wants it. Walmart exclusive. All, like, the good stuff, they're putting in Walmart. Well, you know, they made a Retro Kraven that was kind of terrible, so... you know, they can't all be winners. But the ones that people want, seems like they're going to Walmart. Azrael Armor Batman, Walmart. Shazam, Walmart. Parallax, Walmart. What is Walmart? Does Walmart have dirt on Hasbro and McFarlane or something? What's going on over there? From what you heard, Walmart approaches Hasbro with interest in doing an exclusive. Hasbro comes up with a product that fits Walmart's request parameters. So, what's Walmart's request parameters? Please give us the most popular character in your repertoire. Is that their parameter? Because mission accomplished, I guess. Please give us the most popular Marvel character. Oh, that's great. Plenty of She-Hulk and Black Panther, but Spider-Man, two per case. Oh, he's only the most popular superhero in the entire world. Let's just pack him two per case. Yeah. You know, if they're gonna have a store exclusive, the least they could do is make them available. Tries my patience to no end. They had, yeah, okay, well that's why they want Spider-Man then, because they got a bunch of Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange didn't move that much. Two per case for Spider-Man, two per case. That blows my mind. Two per case. That's something that makes you really want to flip a table. Hasbro deleted their eBay page. They deleted their eBay page? Oh boy, the Walmart page is down. The Hasbro eBay page is down. That, okay. Like, and they might as well just give those Eternals away for free. They might as well just donate them to charity. The Eternals will never ever sell. If anyone still has Eternals on their shelves, they're not moving, ever. Oh my god, did they have Renew Your Vows for $40 on the eBay store? Ah, no wonder he got taken down. Oh, we can't have them selling at that price. No one's gonna buy it at the retail. Alright, I'll tell you what I think, MST. Marvel Legends that are MCU related, I don't think they move. Because, here's the thing, I don't think that people are going out and buying MCU toys all that much. I think the people who are buying Marvel Legends are mostly comic book fans. And, well, there's also miscellaneous people who will buy things for whatever reason. But if you're seeing things that are peg-warming, it's pretty obvious the MCU fans are not really inspired to go out and get the action figures. Like, if you're seeing MCU figures that are just peg-warming, it's pretty obvious they're not really selling all that well. Yeah, Traffic Cone. They seem to invest a ton of budget into the MCU figures just for them to peg warm. And it doesn't seem like people are really going out and getting them that much. Like you say, you see stuff peg warming. Maybe they're doing better than I think they are, but it seems like people are more interested in having, you know, comic book type action figures. And the fan base generally wants those. Like, a lot of parents and kids will go and see like the comic book type stuff, and they'll probably want that, and maybe occasionally they'll want a movie one, but by and large it's probably comic book stuff they're getting. All right, Stephanie over here coming in with some facts because she does work over at Target, telling us that Eternals was the worst selling figures. Target corporate was so mad they didn't sell. Even at $5, no one was buying them. And that's why at a lot of Targets, I don't know if it's changed, but the last time I was at Target, standard price on Target shelves was listed at $22.99. Has anyone else out there in chat been to Target recently and seen the standard price tag at Target? Like, I'm not talking about the online price tag, because they have the online price tag set a little higher. Has anyone been to a physical Target store and seen $22.99 listed as the standard price? MST says, you only collect the comic book stuff, and the MCU stuff rots on shelves. Yeah. A lot of times you just see MCU stuff gathering dust, and it indicates to me people are really buying it. Okay, Eddie has confirmed that he's been to a Target, seen the $22.99. Traffic cone got confirmation. Okay, so we're getting confirmation from multiple sources now that at Target they have priced their Marvel Legends at $22.99, which I bet Hasbro loves. 22.27. All right, wait. Okay, so Rewind saw something at $24.99. Stephanie says she saw a little bit of both 22 and 27. Well, if they're selling things at 27, I say good luck. Godspeed. Okay, there it is. Spider-Man tax. Yeah, buddy. Oh, I was wondering if that was what the 27 was, and I just had a feeling, yeah, it's probably Spider-Man. And there it is. It's a Spider-Man tax again. You were there yesterday. It has not 29. It has not $29.99 or $22.99 and $24.99. Okay, so it's like a mixed bag. At least the one I was at the last time I was there was $22.99. Some people are reporting mixed prices. Yeah, Iron Spider was $32. That was dumb. Why is the Iron Spider $32? He's a basic action figure. There's nothing special. Hey, $31.99 for Iron Spider. I'm sorry there, Traffic Cone. That's too much. That's silly. Why would they do that to you, man? MST, the only figure you don't see from the Wakanda Forever wave is Comic Black Panther. And you need that one to complete the wave, too, don't you? Oh, hey, I mean, okay, I guess that's a pretty good deal if you picked up Iron Spider with the buy two, get one deal. Oh, dude, a lot of people said that the Iron Spider stuff was lame. They said that the Waldos didn't... The Iron Spider cost $32, roughly. And then the Waldos just had no articulation. What a ripoff. People were telling me how bad that action figure was, and I was surprised by it. Like, it doesn't change my list at all, but man, that's disappointing. Crom, it's just good to see you, dude. You want this Doc Ock? Yeah, I want this Doc Ock, too. Done properly, that you have on screen. Yep. I'll take any Doc Ock that has bendy tentacles, but this one, I think, is one that everyone wants. Stephanie says her Target has 7 pegs now for Marvel Legends. They are full. No one buys them until they go on clearance. So we're talking 7 separate pegs, not like rows or columns. We're just talking 7 pegs. And that's probably equivalent to what? Like 2 columns of Marvel Legends, roughly? Yeah, probably around there. So the last time I was at the Target, guys, DC Multiverse was taking up the lion's share of the aisle space. The DC Multiverse was well stocked with mostly new releases, a handful of things that had been released a couple of months ago. But yeah, mostly it was stocked with new stuff. And DC Multiverse had something like, oh, I want to say 6 columns devoted to it. It had quite a bit of space devoted to it. There was Page Punchers, there was DC Multiverse. It was pretty well loaded. DC Multiverse has 8 pegs and are always selling out, yeah. I didn't see, at the Target I was at, I didn't see much Marvel Legends. Marvel Legends had maybe 2 columns devoted to it, and DC Multiverse had a lot more. And they even had a couple of more on, they had 2 more separate stands. They had a display on at the end of one aisle that had some gold labels that were Wonder Woman and Black Adam, and they also had another display with page punchers, the 3-inch ones. So they had a lot of aisle space overall, and they also had space on the shelf below for the mega figures, and there was also more space for DC Multiverse and other McFarlane DC stuff in the collectible aisle over by the DVDs and everything. So quite a bit of space for McFarlane's DC line. Big C never sees stock for Multiverse besides Black Adam. Black Adam, I think, probably is not selling that well because the movie wasn't very good. Yeah, you get that thumbs up, I appreciate the thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up for me, guys, if you like this. Okay, Collected Disconnect said he opened his Iron Spider, and the Waldos only had 3 points of articulation. That's disappointing. I really thought that this was going to be a pretty good action figure, and it turned out not to be so great. That's too bad. Stephanie says that her Target got more pegs for Marvel Legends, but nothing is selling. So, what, out of curiosity, Stephanie, what characters do you have at your Target? And, just, yeah, the prices are just too high. Well, I agree with that. The prices, with a price hike, the quality has to reflect the price hike. And when you're getting close to $30, well, like I say, you're getting into Marvel Select, you're getting into NECA range, and the price needs to reflect that accordingly. $75, Big C says, for animated Spidey. That's too much, guys. I wouldn't pay that. Not in a million years. DC Multiverse has a good amount at $20.25, but Marvel Legends only had 4 pegs split between 2 waves in the Black Panther Anniversary wave. Yeah, every time I go to a store, I see a lot of DC Multiverse. A good variety, too. Page punchers, collectible builds, individual releases, mega figures, a lot of stuff on the shelves. And, well, it's impressive, I'll say that much. And then when I go to see Marvel Legends, they're just not stocked. And according to Stephanie here, based on what Stephanie says, it seems like they're just not moving. It's not that the Marvel... here's what I would be wondering. I would be wondering if I saw that whether Marvel Legends were being sold a lot or whether they weren't being sold at all. And Target just didn't feel inclined to stock them all that much. And it seems like Marvel Legends just aren't moving all that well at Target. And Target's really mad about it because of the Eternals wave. Is Target, like... Does Target and Hasbro have beef right now? Well, I assume they probably do because of the Eternal thing. Oh my goodness, the Eternals. The Eternals. The Eternals... I've said this before, I'll say it again. The thing about the Eternals isn't that the wave was necessarily bad. Hey, Eddie, thanks for those gifted memberships, bro.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
Woo! Accept those gifts, guys.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
With great power comes great responsibility, and your responsibility is to click them gifts, bro.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
Kelly. Kelly.
With great power.
Oh my God, Kelly.
Great responsibility.
Hold on, I'm gonna add this quote over here to our quotes. Kelly, that was too good not to add.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
Oh my goodness. Alright, here, let me add the quote. That was beautiful. Kelly, that was amazing.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Two more. Hey, Coolers, thanks for the super chat, bro. Really appreciate that. Means a lot, man. Always. By the way.
And now, folks, it's time for Who Do You Trust? Hubba, hubba, hubba. Money, money, money. Who do you trust?
Cheers, everyone. Thanks, Coolers. I really appreciate that, bro. By the way, for all of our new members, be sure you check our community page for the link to our members exclusive Discord. Alex, you are correct. I think the new Daredevil figure is overrated too. I'll be streaming till about 9, a little after 9. I still got about another hour and 7 minutes. Collect to disconnect, so I'll be here for a little while still. How do you click gift? It should be at the top of the chat if you got gifted a membership, NSE. It should be at the top left of the chat. Yeah, click the present box at the top. And you should be able to get your membership there. Well, since we're talking about the new Daredevil action figure, I'm going to take a quick look over at Hasbro Pulse and see if they took down the Daredevil listing yet. Much like Walmart just took down the Spider-Man, the 90s Spider-Man listing. I don't think they took down the box. No, they did not. Okay. So we still have access to this. Let's take a look at Daredevil here. I'm pulling up an image. It looks pretty good.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
Hey, Kelly. Very nice.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
With great power comes great responsibility. Boy, does it ever. Traffic cone, I honestly don't know if it's first come, first serve. Alright, pulling over. Alright, here we go. Here we go. There's the Daredevil action figure that just got released via Hasbro Pulse. Big C, I really don't know, but it's not looking good if they took the page down. They took the page down before when the pre-orders were not when pre-orders were not available. They took the page down, so it's possible they'll put it back up, but who knows? Who really knows with 90s Spider-Man? Guys, be sure you check our community page for a link to our Discord. If you don't have it yet and you can't find it, I'll post it later so you can get verified on our Discord server. But there is a link on the community tab that is visible for members only. So be sure you check there, and I'll be sure to post that later if you can't find it. As soon as you guys join our Discord server, make sure your name is the same as it is on YouTube so we know who we're talking to. And I'll verify you, and that is that. You don't have to join the Discord server unless you want to, by the way. It's just one of our major perks, so I have to tell you guys. Now about this Daredevil. Daredevil. One question. Do you think Marvel Legends should make a Spider-Man PS4 wave? Yeah, they should. I'm kind of surprised they didn't, to be honest, because the Spider-Man PS4 was awesome, bro. It was so good. Spider-Man PS4 was amazing. I liked it better when they didn't have the new face model on Spider-Man. Spider-Man Remastered with the new face model, the old face model is so much better. They said that they did it to give him more expression with the actor's voice. What they did was to make him look more like Tom Holland. I see you guys spamming emotes in chat. That's so great. Thanks, guys. But Spider-Man PS4, one of my favorite games. Hey, NSE. Welcome aboard, man. Welcome aboard.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
That's true, Stephanie. They are making a new Spider-Man game that's coming out next year. Marvel Legends Predator. How come we didn't get a Venom 2 movie wave? Your guess is as good as mine, Big C. I really thought they were going to do more with it, but all they did was re-release the first Venom movie figure. Never saw anything else. I thought they would at least do a Carnage. Nope. Not even a Carnage. I guess they just... It really surprises me because Venom is literally one of the most popular Marvel characters. I think Hasbro has no idea who their most popular Marvel characters are. And judging by all their releases and announcements, that's like the vibe I'm getting. Let me tell you guys what the most popular Marvel characters are. And it's not who you expect. Well, some of it is who you would expect. But let me tell you who the most... We're not ranking anything. I'm telling you guys right now who the most popular Marvel characters are, objectively. Objectively, the most popular Marvel characters are Spider-Man, Venom, Daredevil, Wolverine, Hulk, and maybe Fantastic Four. Those are their most popular Marvel characters. Everyone else is chump change. Iron Man? You'd think he would be. Nope, 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 nope. Top tier is Spider-Man, Venom, Daredevil, Hulk, Wolverine, and sometimes Fantastic Four. That is the top tier of Marvel. And if Hasbro was smart, they would do more of that. Cap, nope, not Cap. Cap's not even... Cap is right there with Iron Man, well below the tippy top. The characters I just listed are the tippy top of Marvel's tier. And nothing else is even close. Like, I look at everything that people watch based on my analytics, and those are the characters that absolutely 100% do extremely well. Venom, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Daredevil, Hulk, sometimes Fantastic Four. The X-Men as a whole, no one cares about the X-Men as a whole. People say they care about the X-Men as a whole. No, they care about Wolverine. Yeah, that's pretty much it, MST. Wolverine, to most people, Wolverine is the X-Men. The X-Men without Wolverine is a complete waste of time. And that's harsh, but you know what? No one cares about any of those other characters, and Marvel should probably do something about that. Deadpool? I haven't seen any evidence that Deadpool's near the tippy top, but he could be. Like, I can't speak to Deadpool, but Deadpool, I don't think is near the top. I'm as shocked as you are, Eddie, but Fantastic Four, boy, they get a lot of traction, surprisingly. I guess Marvel's first family has got a lot of pull. Well, we have talked a lot about Marvel Legends at this point, but I want to talk to you guys about the DC Multiverse stuff before I leave today. We still got like an hour, so don't worry. I want to talk to you guys about the DC Multiverse stuff that I want to see this year, too. Or this next year. And I think number one that I want to see is Ra's al Ghul. Traffic Cone, FF, Fantastic Four, bad movies. That's why Hasbro doesn't do more with them. Well, they better get over it, because Fantastic Four rules, and Fantastic Four is incredibly popular. According to Bobby Vela, we don't get popular characters because of Jesse Falcon. He's a deep-cut nerd at Marvel Legend. He's all about obscure characters, waves, and baths. Well, then Jesse Falcon is an idiot. Sorry, not sorry, because You know, if you want to move Marvel Legends, you focus on the characters I just brought up. Ever since the Daredevil Netflix series, Daredevil has become an A-tier heavy hitter in Marvel. Like, more attention should be paid to Daredevil. They should be combing through Daredevil's entire rogues gallery, putting out action figures based on what he has, because Daredevil is incredibly popular. Action Force, I don't collect Action Force coolers. I've seen some people say nice things about it, and I've seen some of the action figures, they look nice. It looks mostly just like, it looks pretty much like G.I. Joe to me. Yeah, I don't know. It just looks like a knockoff G.I. Joe to me, to be honest. Yeah, Eddie, I'm pretty sure the Punisher's probably up there, too. Like, if you did a Daredevil and Punisher 2-pack, it's over. That would sell out like that. You wouldn't be able to keep it in stock. It would move. If they want to move action figures, they need to stop focusing on all that obscure garbage that, you know, Jesse loves so much. Put it all in the trash and make the real stuff. Daredevil, Spider-Man, etc. But yes, I want to see a Ra's al Ghul, guys, and we saw a Ra's al Ghul in the Arkham City wave that was based on the video game. It was pretty cool, but I really want to see a more traditional Ra's al Ghul based on some comic book variation of him. Either, I wouldn't be mad about an animated series version, but, you know, I don't really need that one. What I really want to see is the comics. I love the comics, and just getting a Ra's al Ghul in any shape or form, yes. Alright, Stephanie over here coming in with her wish list for DC Multiverse. Just talk about Poison Ivy, classic Wonder Woman. Those are both great choices. I would love to see both of those. Poison Ivy, I don't know how they're going to do her, but I hope they do something nuts. Classic Wonder Woman, we've been waiting a while for a classic Wonder Woman. I don't know why we haven't gotten a classic Wonder Woman yet, but I am begging McFarlane to please put out a Wonder Woman already. Classic Wonder Woman, I'm begging you, Todd. Have mercy on us. Alright, and let's see. Cheetah, Two-Face, Talia al Ghul, Rose Wilson, Granny Goodness, Mr. Zaz. Oh man, Granny Goodness, that's a great character. Yeah, I would love to see that. Oh, I hope they do something crazy with her. Do you think she would be like a mega figure or a standard release? Classic Scarecrow. Yeah, Big C, I wouldn't be mad about that either. There's a lot of Batman villains that we just haven't gotten yet. And it's really unfortunate because there's just so many wonderful characters. I want to see some more Batman guys. I want to get my Batman Rogues gallery filled out. Since we got Granny Goodness and the topic of Granny Goodness came up, let's pull up an image of her so everyone can get a good look at her. And hopefully you enjoy it as much as Stephanie does. Wait, okay, I got a picture of Granny Goodness right here, I think. Yeah, that's gonna work. Oh, this would make a really cool action figure. Check this out, guys. Granny Goodness right there. D hopes that the Todd Father gives us classic Darkseid and a few new gods. Yeah, totally. I'd be into that. Don't forget your list, of course. Here, let me go through this one and see. Who else does Stephanie want to see? Granny Goodness, Mr. Zaz, Silver Banshee, and Lady Shiva. All very nice releases. Rewind wants to see Poison Ivy, Toyman, Raven, Mad Hatter, Lady Blackhawk, oh wow, Killer Frost, those are some nice cuts right there. Kid Devil, Brainiac, OG Wonder Woman, and Mira. Ed Asner, the voice of Granny Goodness. Wait, was he really? Oh, was he really the voice of Granny Goodness? That's hilarious. Classic Clayface. What, Big C, you didn't like the Clayface that we got? Or wait, no, wait, you're talking about the actor, right? Ah, yeah, you're talking about the actor, like his original version, his Golden Age version. Oh, yeah. What comic is this strip from? Oh, this is... Granny Goodness is traditionally a New Gods character. But, you know, Darkseid and all Apocalypse-based characters appear in all kinds of stuff. Usually in, like... Well, they appear in all kinds of things. A lot of times, Superman and Justice League comics. You want an animated series, Clayface? Well, we'll see if they do it. They haven't really been doing too much with the animated stuff, aside from, you know, like, major characters like the Flash and Superman and Batman and everything. I don't know, I have mixed feelings about their animated figures right now, because they just released that Batman the Animated Series one that was a Target exclusive and was DC Direct, and it came with the base that lit up and everything, and it was supposed to reenact Batman the Animated Series intro, but the action figure was just that Garbo one that didn't have anything to do with Batman the Animated Series, so it was a disappointing release. I should do a multi-pack of Brainiac 1 through 5. Actually, that would be awesome. Oh, I would be into that. Like, no one would buy it but me, probably, but I would get it. Big C, what about that animated series 4-pack exclusive to Walmart? Yeah, that is true. That's a little different from their usual fare. In which case, I think they might have distributed a Clayface like that already. That was just, I don't know how to describe it. Like, McFarlane handles DC Direct now, and there's certain stuff that from DC Direct that kind of just goes to comic book stores, and a lot of the animated series stuff is like that. There's no reason that it wouldn't go to a regular store, though, unless they just didn't feel inclined to do it. Coolers, you know what? I'm right there with you. Let's have Phantom Stranger. Give me something silly. MST says the DC Direct Batman the Animated Series line was pretty good. Got most of the figures in the Batmobile. Batwing was way too big. Was it? I don't know. I don't have any of those. The multi-pack that was released at Walmart, did anyone get that one? Because it was actually released for a fairly reasonable price, I thought. It also had Harvey Bullock in the pack, and it's probably the only way you're ever going to get a Bullock. How did we get a better Batman Who Laughs and Spawn in the Mortal Kombat line than their actual series line? You got me. Sometimes... Alright, McFarlane is not always on the ball with his releases, unfortunately, so sometimes he just releases stuff. Sometimes he just gets it right the second time around and releases it in another line. Oh boy. Oh, that's right, I forgot about McFarlane doing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff in the near future. Dude, McFarlane is getting so many licenses. Like, it's good for him, but wow, I'm really surprised. He must be impressing a lot of people with DC Multiverse. And Avatar, for that matter. Can I see the Batman vs. TMT wave coming? I'm trying to imagine it, but it's hard. I don't know how I feel about it, D. Kelly Cox over here with the wish list. My DC wish list is Poison Ivy. Everyone wants Poison Ivy. And I don't blame them. Classic Wonder Woman, Hawk Girl, Black Cat, and Captain Atom, and a whole wave of the Royal Flush Gang. Oh, that is tight. That is very, very nice. I like those a lot. Especially the Royal Flush Gang. What an inspired choice. Oh, dude, you could do a whole box set with those. Oh. It'd probably turn out to be a better box set than the Batman Who Laughs and Robins pack that we got. Big C would love to see updated Movie Maniac. Man, it's been a while since he did those. I remember those from way back when. They're pretty cool. I never had any of them. Alright, so the second one that I want to see, guys, from DC Multiverse is Talia al Ghul. And you know how it is with DC Multiverse. We haven't really seen, that many lady action figures from DC Multiverse. We've seen Batwoman, we've seen Wonder Woman, we've seen not Hawkgirl, Harley Quinn, we've seen Catwoman. Really struggling to think of anyone else at the moment, so yeah, we need a Talia al Ghul like yesterday. Yeah, the classic Wonder Woman is kind of a misfire, but sometimes it happens. Unfortunately, not all DC Multiverse can be winners. Zatanna. Yes, I would love to see Zatanna. There's the list is long and expansive. There's a lot of characters who deserve action figures. And MST is totally correct that there's so many DC ladies that deserve action figures far beyond Wonder Woman, Harley Quinn, and Catwoman. Zatanna, obviously, she's at the top of, like, a list of wants, because I've got a whole collection of Justice League Dark action figures going, and we just got Deadman, so Zatanna, she's next. She needs to get in there. Cassandra Cain. Oh, I forgot about her. Oh, that would be so cool, MST. Non-infected Hush Superman. Yeah, why not? I guess that would kind of just be a regular Superman, wouldn't it? I mean, yeah. Give us a regular Superman. I'm down for more Supermans. Let's have it. Talia al Ghul, man. Boy. I'm hoping that the new Catwoman action figure looks better in person than it does in all the shots that I've seen, but, man. Seeing that one, I kind of went, Big C says that's the best Superman they've put out, in your opinion. Actually, you're probably not too far off. I have the infected Superman from the Merciless Wave up here. It's just chilling in a box on top of my shelf over here. I don't know why I haven't opened them, but I haven't. Probably because I haven't gotten the Sky Tyrant or the Robin yet. I need to get those two for that wave, because I really want to have like a complete collection there. I don't know, I'm kind of a nut about the collect-to-build stuff. I'm a little bit of a completionist, and it's driving me a little crazy that I don't have two of those action figures. It's probably the one and only time I'm going to be shelling out a bunch of money for a couple of toys. Yeah, I know they're really expensive, Big C. You don't have to remind me about it. Really don't have to remind me. Please don't remind me. Batman with the Crows, Walmart exclusive. Yeah, you remember that one, guys? The Batman Who Laughs with all the Robin Crows? And that was a whole 4-pack for $40. It was such an awesome deal. And yeah, I pre-ordered that and it got canceled by Walmart. Thanks, by the way, Walmart. I think that's officially when my hatred for Walmart began, was when they canceled my order. That was not a very Merry Christmas, by the way. I was really excited. Felt like I was getting a great deal. And then a couple of days after Christmas, kicked me right in the nuts. Thanks, Walmart. I have harsher things to say about Walmart, but I'm not going to say them here because it's too colorful. Alright, guys, keep telling me what your wish list for 2023 is. Doesn't matter if it's Marvel Legends or DC Multiverse or even both. Let's hear it, guys. Don't hold back. Whatever you want to see, let us know. And we're going to take another short ad break, and I'll be right back with you after that. Be back in a couple of minutes, guys. Well, not even that. Very short. Eddie, I think you have summed up my feelings perfectly. D. Todd did kind of do. He branched out to Teen Titans a little bit, I suppose. He did that Cyborg a while back. Are we talking about like the cartoon or the comic book versions? Because I would love to see the comic book versions, which is probably what he's going to do if he does them at all. But he did do the cartoon version of Cyborg a while back, and I didn't buy that one. Just I wasn't into it. I really didn't care for the cartoon, so that's why I didn't get it. Lycan Troop is 100% correct too. We don't see too many army buildables like Parademons and the League of Assassins Ninjas. And those would be really ideal for standard releases, I think. For single releases, yeah, release those. And those are really easy to army build, and no one gets angry because it doesn't have a Build-A-Figure part in it. It seems like a big win for everybody. So, obviously here, guys, the next character that I would love to see from DC Multiverse is a solid Two-Face. I know that we're getting the Nolan version of Two-Face in the movie wave that's coming soon, the collect-to-build one. But I mean, that's a movie wave. This is totally different, and I want to see a good comic book Two-Face. I feel like I need to have one yesterday, because something like this that we're seeing on the screen here is something that I love and I would love to see. This design looks awesome to me. If they release this, I would buy it in a heartbeat. Tommy Lee Jones, Two-Face. Do you really want that? Are you sure you want that? Oh, who am I kidding? I'd buy it. Okay, D. Okay, I figured you were talking about comic. So, yeah, I agree. Teen Titans would be very cool to see. They've done a couple of Nightwings. I would like to see maybe a few more variations on Nightwing's costume, because he had some pretty cool costumes through the years. But I would also like to see Starfire and Raven and Cyborg and, you know, the whole gang. Big C says he wants to see a good Blanca action figure. Yeah. Alright. Blanca. Always liked Blanca a little bit. I remember playing as Blanca when I was a kid. I play as Blanca, I just spam like the attack button until he started doing his electric attack and try to... And it never really worked because people were always able to breach the attack, but... didn't stop me from trying to spam it. Yeah, classic Starfire, that would be ideal for me. But yeah, Two-Face, I mean, there's a lot of different Batman villains that we haven't seen yet. And I'm kind of surprised which Batman villains that McFarlane is focused on versus others. Like, we saw Hush before all these other guys. All the really top-tier Batman villains. Hush. On the other hand, we saw Clayface. We saw Bane. We saw a nice version of Killer Croc. I wouldn't mind a new version of Killer Croc, too, because that Mega-Figure was cool, but, you know, it's a video game one. And I'd like to see something a little bit closer to how Killer Croc actually appears, if you know what I mean. A better Man-Bat. Make it again! Was it really that bad? I actually don't have Man-Bat yet, so I don't know if it's that bad, but is it really that bad? Like, I hope Man-Bat isn't that bad, because I was planning on getting him, but... oh no. Is Man-Bat bad? Oh no. D says that Todd could always buy up the Hasbro peg-warming Landos and burn half the face and sell it as the promised Billy D. Williams Two-Face from the '89 Batman. Ah. Well, that's certainly some way to get a lawsuit. Alright, Eddie says that Man-Bat was decent. So we got one person here who thinks that Man-Bat was alright. So maybe Man-Bat wasn't that bad. L.A. Cox, Man-Bat is beautiful. In the box only. Ooh. Ooh. That's rough, Kelly. Big C says, very top heavy. Okay, very top heavy with weird teeth and wings. So I imagine the wings did not do him any favors. He probably collapses a lot because of the wings, doesn't he? That's not something I had taken into account when I considered how Man-Bat was going to be when we first saw him revealed. Horrible ankles. Does he have the standard omnidirectional ankle that we see on DC Multiverse? Or does he have something more akin to Marvel Legends like Bane did? Oh, NSC. Well, we weren't talking about you. We were talking about a fictional character. So it's all good. I'm sorry, NSC. I'm kind of flabbergasted that apparently Man-Bat is so bad. This is one that I think I have to get and review sometime. Maybe. Well, I don't know if I'll well, if I get him, I'll probably review him. Come on, if I get him, I guess I'm going to review him. It would be silly not to review him, especially when he's a Batman character, right? Because let's face it, Batman gets views, and Batman sells. Whenever I ask people what DC Multiverse character they want to see next, you know who they want to see? Always Batman characters. It's funny because people complain, oh, there's too much Batman from DC Multiverse, and then I ask people in polls what they want to see, and it's always Batman characters, always. And only Batman characters. Like, sometimes I'll put in characters from the DC universe just to give it a little bit of, you know, variety, and I'll slip in a single Batman character, and the Batman character will overwhelmingly win the poll. It is nice, though, that McFarlane is branching out into other characters. Kind of relieved about that. So the next character I want to see, guys, is another Penguin, but I want to see a comic book Penguin. We got an Arkham City Penguin. We got a movie Penguin featuring Colin Farrell's Penguin. But I need to see a comic book Penguin. And I would not mind seeing an updated Hal Jordan either, coolers. An updated Hal Jordan would be nice. I would like to see, you know what I'd like to see from Hal Jordan is I would like to see a better Parallax action figure. Because the Parallax one that they released as a Walmart exclusive was not doing it for me. McFarlane figures always got sharp points on them? What? MST fan says Batman is the face of the DC universe, comics, and toys. More people can probably name Batman villains than, say, Wonder Woman or Green Lantern. Yes, yes, yes. Casuals know Batman a lot better than other characters. Alas. Is Penguin the kingpin of the multiverse? Well, I think a strong case can be made for it. He has been invading Marvel Legends an awful lot over the past year. So I think that the Penguin, I mean, his power is underrated. If you're not careful, he'll sneak up on you. He's got a rubber ducky, can go anywhere. He says Man-Bat should have had interchangeable arms with closed wings and an open set of wings. The box should be the size of 40-inch TV. The box would be the size of a 40-inch TV. What I could have seen them doing is maybe having a sort of wing spread articulated into the action figure. I don't know if they could have managed, like, separate attachments for him because it would have been really, really huge. But it would have been nice to see regardless. Yeah, like classic Penguin with 47 umbrellas. Yes, that is the Penguin I want. I want the Penguin that has... I just want like a Penguin mega figure with so many umbrellas that it overwhelms the package. I want the package to be mostly umbrella. The Penguin with removable... The Penguin with removable hat. Exactly, Big C. That's what I need in my collection. More Penguins. Arkham City is not enough. I need another Penguin. So, I guess the big question is here whether we want a classic Penguin or whether we want a Penguin that is a little bit more like the New 52 or Rebirth. I would probably land on the side of Rebirth, but I would also really enjoy Classic Penguin. I don't know, Classic Penguin has a really nice design. The purple pants with the tuxedo coat just works for me. Penguin with short skirt and long jacket, yeah! That's what I want to see. NSC, what do you want to see from DC Multiverse? You want Frost King, Batman from Death Metal? Oh wait, you're saying Frost King and have super? Yeah, of course they have sharp, pointy parts. I mean, Batman from Death Metal, he's a Death Metal action figure. I haven't opened the Frost King yet, so I don't know if he has sharp, pointy parts, but yeah, some of them do. As I recall, yeah, Batman Death Metal was pretty sharp. Was there any other sharp ones recently, though? I can't think of anything at the moment. Penguin Rebirth is dark like a horror villain. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, they kind of had to do that because the Penguin in modern era, he's a little bit of a silly villain. Like back in the 50s, it was whatever. If you guys go back and read old comic book strips with Batman stuff, you'll see like the Penguin being featured quite prominently. And you'll also see the Joker featured occasionally. And they're always very silly. Very, very silly comics. They're not taken serious at all. Wow. Was the Frost King that bad? I have not even built that one yet. I haven't gotten around to reviewing him. I'm still trying to get around to reviewing a lot of the DC Multiverse collect-to-build stuff that I have so far. And at the top of my to-do list is Starro. Like, this month has been a whole set of videos that have been mostly top fives, but also, you know, we've had a few reveals here and there. So that's what's been on my mind recently. Scarlet and Gray, it's good to see you, dude. How you doing, man? What is the best version of Joker, Big C asks? What is the best version of Joker? I don't know. I guess if I had to pick one, I would probably pick, like, The Criminal or something. I really like that one. The three Jokers were all pretty nice Jokers. I'm a big fan of all those, and if you can find them, if you can get them, I think you'll like them. You might not be able to get one of the three Jokers because the one was a GameStop exclusive. You love the Penguin on the Harley Quinn TV series. I think you mean loved in the past tense, Stephanie. No. I'm just kidding around. But, you know, if you watch Harley Quinn, you know what happened to the Penguin on that show. Oof. D says the sharpest McFarlane figure that you ever owned is Megafig Violator. Oh wow, is he that sharp? Dude. Why'd they make him so sharp? That's crazy. Ah, the comedian. The comedian. I know which one you're talking about. The one that has like the magenta jacket, I think. Yeah, I don't know if that one's my favorite. I was really partial to the Criminal. But that one and the Killing Joke Joker was really cool too. Oh, the best Joker they haven't made? Oh, probably just a standard classic Joker. I take the most... Well, what does Joker look like now in the Rebirth stuff? Because they've made a bunch of different Jokers at this point. Well, actually, they've made a Rebirth Joker. My bad. I forgot that they made a Rebirth one. Yeah, they did a Rebirth Joker early on. And it's based mostly on... The one that they haven't made. Probably Jack Nicholson. Because they're making Heath Ledger's. The one with the sewn-on face. They actually made that one. He was a Walmart exclusive. Actually, he still is a Walmart exclusive. I think you can get that one still. Yeah, Scarlet and Gray, that's what I was thinking of, was like a Neil Adams style Joker. I'd like to see that. I know that McFarlane probably is going to be making very much classic stuff. He does make a few classic things here and there, but they kind of just release them bit by bit as they make other more modern action figures. So every time that he releases something classic, I just appreciate it. I was very surprised to see the Booster Gold and Blue Beetle 2-pack earlier this year. A little disappointed that Booster Gold was just a repaint of Blue Beetle. It was really obvious in the package there. But still, it was nice to see. Have you seen the bloody variant Joker in the Mortal Kombat 11? I saw one Joker. I don't think I saw the bloody one. No, I didn't see that one. Probably looks sweet, though. Alright, guys. It's time for my number one desire. Or I guess my last desire of DC Multiverse for 2023. I hope you're ready for it. Booster Gold. You wish you had been painted gold? Really? I don't know, MST. I mean, the color on him looked fine. I just thought that the reuse on the body was a little tacky. I think if they painted him gold, it wouldn't have looked right. The way they painted him, it looks pretty much like he did in the comics. I just wish that there was a bit more sculpting on it. For my last wish for 2023, here he is, guys. Professor Pig! Come on, give us Professor Pig, son! One of the newest Batman villains, along with Hush. Yeah, well, that's just the way it looks in print, MST. I remember Booster Gold in, like, the Justice League International stuff way back when. Oh, you want Professor Pig Rewind? I know you want Professor Pig, because Professor Pig is awesome. He is very creepy and cool. He's like one of the most disturbing Batman villains. Looks like a Leatherface ripoff. I assure you he is anything but. He, like, if you know who Professor Pig is, he takes troubled people and turns them into his Dollatrons. He uses surgery to effectively brainwash them and turn them into minions. It's a very, very creepy character. Mike says he's got DC collectibles. You don't know this guy at all? You've never heard of Professor Pig? He was in the Arkham Knight game, even. Really? Alright. So, Professor Pig is a character who has schizophrenia. And he was created by Grant Morrison. Way back in 2007, I believe. Here, I'm looking up the date right now to make sure I've got my dates right. But yes, he first appeared in 2007 in Batman 666. But he appeared much later. Well, not that much later, but he appeared later in Batman and Robin #1 in 2009. And his origin is that he suffered a schizophrenic breakdown that led him to become a supervillain who wears a pig mask. And Pig, one of his main attributes is that he's completely disconnected from reality. And he's a very obsessive perfectionist who sees all human beings as broken individuals, and he likes to kidnap people and use surgery and chemicals to turn them into his mind-controlled Dollatrons. But he also occasionally makes animal-human hybrids. He's a real weird one, this guy. Did I buy the Ammunition Pack Volume 1 from McFarlane, Big C asked. No, I didn't. I haven't bought anything from McFarlane's store because the shipping is pretty brutal. And if I were going to buy something from his store, I guess it would have to be a pretty big order. He was also in the Batman Brave and the Bold cartoon. MST, I think they toned him down a little bit. Well, they almost had to. They almost definitely had to tone him down a little bit because he's a little crazy. Scarlet Negrea says, I don't think Pig would have been appropriate for the Adam West Batman. No. If Two-Face wasn't appropriate, you can almost be assured that Professor Pig is not appropriate either. Yeah, Rewind, he's a pretty crazy character, and he's a really fantastic one. Surprised more people have not brought up Professor Pig, but he is one of the newer Batman villains, like I said, along with Hush, and I really, really need to see an action figure of this guy. Like, there's no Batman villain that I look at and say, I don't need to see a character or an action figure of. Because Hugo Strange, I'd love to see him too. Hugo Strange would absolutely be one that I'd love to see, and so would Poison Ivy. But these are the ones that I was thinking of earlier today when I was coming on to tell you guys what I want to see in 2023. Does chat really not know who Professor Pig is? Chat doesn't know who Professor Pig is. Alright, okay. Well, I guess you guys learned something today. No wonder people haven't been talking about Professor Pig. No one knows who he is. Oh, he's a Grant Morrison creation. Grant Morrison and Andy Kubert. He started making appearances in Batman media around 2013, so he wouldn't have appeared in the first two Batman video games by Rocksteady. Does Marvel have any characters like Professor Pig? God, I don't know if they do. If there is some, they're probably a Daredevil villain. Because Daredevil tends to have villains that are more in that vein. Like, there's Typhoid Mary, but she's not really like that. Mr. Fear is, well, he's not really like that either, but he's another unique character. Yeah. I can think of a character called Rotgut that was in a couple of Daredevil comics once upon a time, but he wasn't really like this. He was a little bit more like Mr. Zaz, I guess. I don't think that there's any characters like Professor Pig over at Marvel. The Fixer? Okay, the Fixer. Okay, so we got Mike T saying the Fixer. Wait, the Fixer. I have not heard that name before. The Fixer. Here, I'm looking it up. Okay, so, well, speak of the devil. No, wait. Who's this guy? Nah, it doesn't really seem... Nah, it doesn't seem like that's really gonna fit the bill. I couldn't remember who the Fixer was. I know that there's a character called the Fixer who was a Daredevil character because he fixed the fight between Daredevil's dad and the boxer that he was fighting. Hey, thanks for the super chat there, Crom. Really appreciate that, bro.
And now, folks, it's time for Who Do You Trust? Hubba, hubba, hubba. Money, money, money. Who do you trust?
Enjoyed the stream, man.
Thank you, Crom. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream, bro. I enjoyed having you here as always. And I hope that all your wishes for 2023 come true. Thank you, Rewind. I thought it was a pretty good inspired last pick myself, because I rarely see people talk about Professor Pig. So I had to bring him up. And I'm glad that we finally got Professor Pig a little bit of exposure around here because, man, he's nuts. If you guys don't know who Professor Pig is, I recommend playing through Arkham Knight and finding him. And I recommend, if you can, finding a few comics where he appears because he's a trip. He definitely is. Mario Boy, it's good to have you back. Glad you returned, man. Kelly Cox says that Marvel doesn't have an ongoing female series. Really? They don't have any ladies that have a solo series right now? That's tragic. Like, I remember She-Hulk having her own series. It was great. Come on. They got so many characters. They don't have anyone? What are they doing over there at Marvel? You know, I think She-Hulk should have her own comic book. She-Hulk is highly entertaining. Or at least she was back when she was the sensational She-Hulk. She was incredibly entertaining back in the 80s and 90s. That was a great series, by the way. If you guys haven't read any comics from that series, you should go check it out. Jay, why are you hungry for some bacon now? Dude, I'm hungry all the time. I've been trying to lose weight recently. Because I went to my doctor and he told me that I have to lose 5 pounds. And, yeah. He told me if I didn't lose 5 pounds, I was going to have to go on blood pressure medication. So that's solid. Hey, thanks for the 1 month there, Mario Boy. I really appreciate it. Great having you here, Mario Boy. I hope everyone else has a good Christmas, too. We're still here for about 26 more minutes or so. So if we want to talk more about what we want to see from Marvel Legends and DC Multiverse in the new year, or if we want to talk about anything else, too, we got time, guys. Okay, D says they just launched a Monica Rambeau series in the comics. Okay, cool. I'm glad she's got a series. I remember when she was Captain Marvel. Well, I don't remember it. I remember reading it. Yeah, I gotta lose some weight, guys. Soulkeeper got too fat. Soulkeeper got too fat. So I've been going to the gym I've been going to the gym every day and lifting weights and doing cardio. And I've also been hitting the cardio every day. I've been hitting the cardio every day and lifting weights every other day. The real Captain Marvel. Ooh, that's a hot take, Coolers, but I'll take it. A box set of goons from classic Batman comics. Oh, you know what? I would be into that. Just a bunch of random guys dressed in suits, right? How do you even choose the random goons? I don't know. Whatever the case, just take them. Mario Boy wants a HasLab Soulkeeper action figure for 2023. Dude, I don't think Hasbro wants anything to do with me. We can all dream, though, but man, they don't want it. I want to see a Soulkeeper action figure. Come on, guys, do a HasLab. It'll sell out. People will use it like a voodoo doll or something. You just imagine all the reviews and all the channels of a Soulkeeper HasLab. I don't think I want to watch those reviews. It might get too weird. Mike says that people use Street Clothes Pattinson for custom goons. Actually, yeah, that would work. Like the one that's got a mask on? Yeah, that one would totally work. Little bank robber mask? Oh, that'd be so cool. Okay, you've sold me, NSC. I'm kind of hyped up now, so I really hope that we get some robbers. Imagine the marketing for that. Bank robbers, DC Multiverse on the side. They'll never do it. They'll never do it. Come on. Joker goons would be an easier sell, I think. Because Joker is the most well-known supervillain in the entire comic book universe. So, yeah, I think I could go with Joker goons. They'll almost definitely make Joker goons before they make generic goons. Alas. Impossible Man. Impossible Man. Oh, Impossible Man. Now there's a character I haven't heard in a long time. That is a deep cut, so you know that someone over there at Marvel Legends is almost definitely thinking of it. Dude, does anyone remember, like, the Fantastic Four line that Toy Biz did, where they made a Johnny Storm that came with an Impossible Man? And if you guys don't know who Impossible Man is, I got your hookup right here. Check this out, guys. There's Impossible Man. Take a look. Mr. Mxyzptlk. Yes, that's another one that I was really thinking of. And another one that I really want to see. I know I listed all Batman characters today, but Mr. Mxyzptlk is one that I want to see very soon. Yep. Mr. Impossible was released with the Human Torch back during the Toy Biz days when they were making a Fantastic Four Classics wave. And see, do you really want to see Batmite? Do you really want to see Batmite? For real right now? Okay, you know what? I'll buy it. I'll buy a Batmite. I don't care. I'll buy a Batmite. Yeah, I'll buy a Batmite. I feel like I'm going crazy about the suggestion of a Batmite as an accessory. Okay. Phew. Thought you were suggesting as an actual release. Oh, dude, we don't need another Howard the Duck. Oh boy, I can't believe Howard the Duck was an actual release. I probably should have put him on my worst of 2022 list, but I don't know. There were others that I thought, believe it or not, there were others I thought was worse. There was just too many action figures that I thought were worse from Marvel Legends. Like, I thought all the other ones that I listed were worse, and then there was the whole Spider-Man debacle with Walmart. And at that point, there was just no more room on the list for Howard the Duck. So he was pretty bad. But he got lucky and didn't make the list. Mecha Hulk. God, those are some cuts you guys are pulling up over there. You guys are going Toy Biz, aren't you? Are you guys just looking up Toy Biz action figures now? D is still waiting for a proper lockjaw, the only Inhuman that matters. Oh, D. That's a hot take. I love it when the hot takes go so hard. Jay Wood says that all those Robbie Ray's portrait and head jars. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we were talking about the Engine of Vengeance earlier and what a debacle it was. That was not the finest moment of 2023 from Marvel Legends. Can't believe he was full price. What, Howard the Duck? Yeah, $25 for Howard the Duck. I mean, I wouldn't pay it, but I'm sure a lot of people did. Doombots. Well, a Doombot is easy. Pretty much all you gotta do with a Doombot, Jay, is take Dr. Doom and put a robot head on him. Honestly, well, I think all you gotta do for Dr. Doom is take Dr. Doom and then give him an alternate head that is Doombot. And yeah, that's it. It'd be well, we could probably put a little bit more effort to do a Doombot than that. Because there are Doombots that are not dressed like Dr. Doom. 20th Anniversary Series 2. Ah, man, I was talking about hoping to see that, but I don't know, man. Do we think they're going to do it? I'm not sure they want to do it. As soon as I brought it up, people were getting real mad in the comments and asking, why do you want to see a Series 2? Series 1 was so bad, or we just got a bunch of Fantastic Four action figures. You want more now? You know, the typical stuff. Jay wants to see Luke Cage 70s style. Yeah, I'd like to see that too. Luke Cage, definitely. NSC says he wants a whole run of Ultimate Hulk. We have Zimnu already, maybe even Spaceship Hulk. You know what? I just want to see more Hulk. Like, if they do more Hulk, I'm going to be really into it. I don't want to see any of these obscure things. I want to see, like, well, I don't mind obscure stuff as long as it's based around the characters that actually matter, you know? I want to see a whole wave of Daredevil stuff, and a whole wave of Hulk stuff, and a whole wave of Spider-Man stuff. Or it doesn't have to be a whole wave. Even it can just be characters that aren't. Did we ever get a classic Iron Fist from Hasbro? Actually, I don't know if we did. Did we? I think we did. Thought we did. Or is that still just a throwback to Toy Biz? Looking it up. Marvel Legends Iron Fist. Oh, boy. Alright, so maybe we didn't get it after all. Oh, boy, they went full pizza Spidey on this one. Well, that's... Alright. Yeah, they don't want to do a Hulk fit. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, I know. I know. Is it really my fault they decided to make Hulk action figures $40 because they decided to shrink the size of the box? That makes me so angry that, like, Hulk is considered a large action figure now. Whereas, when Marvel Legends first started, he was considered a standard release. That's frustrating, you know? Because, you know, Hulk, he's a standard character, dude. The box should be made so it fits the Hulk. If it can't fit the Hulk, make it again. All right, I got what I think is the last Iron Fist out for you guys to see. Check it out, I guess. Yeah, there he is. That's Iron Fist. That's the only Hasbro Iron Fist I could find. Pizza Spidey. Pizza Spidey. Pizza Spidey! Alright, so maybe we haven't gotten a classic Iron Fist from Hasbro. Maybe they should focus on that instead of all the obscure garbage. Oh yeah, D. Who doesn't want Nick Nolte? Nick Nolte action figure? I wanted that back in 2003 and I never got it. He could be a stand-in as a mad scientist or a drunk hobo. he's moonlighting, isn't he? For a second, Mario Boy thought I pulled up a bootleg Iron Fist. Well, unfortunately, it's real. God, that's terrible. That's terrible. I pulled up Iron Fist, and you guys thought it was... Mario Boy thought it was a bootleg. Dude, you shouldn't look at a Marvel Legend and think it's a bootleg. Come on, man. Well, you know, Kelly, sometimes Toy Biz just did things better, and obviously this is a case where they did Iron Fist better. I can't believe that, but they did a better Iron Fist action figure. I really thought that Hasbro would have done an Iron Fist by now, but nope. Nope. Yeah, coolers, it really does. If I pull this up and people think it's a bootleg... Mario Boy. I thought that was a bootleg. I can see why, because that body, I have played with several action figures that have that body, and they are not good. It does not feel like a very solid action figure. Pizza Spidey is like I don't know, man. It's almost as bad as Bucky Cap. I can't take any more Bucky Cap. Are they going to retire that body yet? They said they were going to, and they just keep making action figures with it. Can't wait for the next reveal. Oh, they did a topless Iron Fist. So they pretty much did the same action figure, but they painted the top of them flesh tone is what they did. Right, Jay? Actually, I'm looking down here. They got like they got an Iron Fist that... Okay, they got an Infinite Series Iron Fist that was an all-white suit. They got an Iron Fist that was in a box set that doesn't have a top on them, and they effectively did just paint the... Or... Draven over here says they'll never actually get rid of Bucky Cap. Iron Fist would be cool on the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man body. You know, right now, I think anything would be better than what they put out here. Is Iron Fist that small even? I thought Iron Fist was like the same height as Daredevil. Tiny Terror, hey Tiny Terror, make it again! Coolers, remember when Hasbro released the Black Hand Ninja with a load of weapons for $15 this year? None of these figures should be anywhere close to $30. Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. I remember that, and then they sold out of them and then never put them out again. I wonder why they discontinued it. Inglorious Draven, just slightly smaller build than Daredevil. Really? I didn't know that, because a while ago in Daredevil comics, Iron Fist was helping Daredevil out by moonlighting as Daredevil for a while to help distract people from thinking that Matt Murdock was Daredevil. Mario Boy, he was jacked in the Toy Biz release. Accurate. I have the Toy Biz release downstairs, and I haven't played with him in like a long time, but I can pull up a picture of what that Iron Fist looks like. And let's pull him up right here, just so you guys can get a good look at Iron Fist as he appeared from Toy Biz. There is Iron Fist by Toy Biz. He doesn't do anything especially... Well, here's the thing. He's kind of on a basic body that Toy Biz used for some of their action figures, and, well, Iron Fist here is no different. But he does have some key details. He does have his collar. He does have... Hasbro is still using weapon mold. Oh my god. Are they still using weapon molds from the Toy Biz days? Are they really? Oh, come on. That can't be right. Are they really? Draven, Iron Fist on the Omega Red body. I'll tell you what, if they make a Soulkeeper action figure, I want to be on the Omega Red body. Put me on the Omega Red body. Make an action figure of me, put me in a HasLab, and put me on Omega Red, baby. If Soulkeeper is going to be coming to Marvel Legends, Soulkeeper is going to come in huge. Weapons and accessories from Toy Biz. You're kidding me. Can you give me an example? Too easy. Already working on my Draven. Oh, Draven, if you do, I gotta see this. Draven's a customizer. If you guys want to see some of his stuff, come on our Discord if you haven't already. By the way, all of our new members, if you want to get the Discord link, that is on our community page. I'm going to post it later today, too, but it's already up there if you want to scroll down and stuff. Soulkeeper and the Monster Venom body. Even better, Mario Boy! Yes! Finally, an appropriate size for Soulkeeper! I'm so large I don't even use doors anymore. I just crash through door frames. I can't even be bothered to walk through them sideways. The Spidey webs from Amazing Fantasy Spidey are from Toy Biz. Wait, they are? D says, look up the classic Forge and Wolverine 2-pack. Alright, let's look it up. Marvel Legends Forge Wolverine. Oh yeah, this one. Okay, I see it. God, this... Boy, this is a blast from the past. God, this thing's from way back when. And it's also a reminder of why I stopped collecting Marvel Legends, because... okay, well, here's the 2-pack. Yeah, there's the 2-pack right there. And, oh, boy, these did not age well, did they? Oof. That head sculpt on Wolverine, woof. Ugh. Ugh. Best release of the century, Mario Boy says. I don't know about that. Forge looks like Danny Trejo. Guys, I think we just found our MCU Forge. I don't care if Danny Trejo is 77 years old. He can still put it on. He's still got it, baby. Oh, yeah, I've seen the Prowler from that game, Tiny Terror. That would be a totally solid release. I would love to see more stuff. You know, I think they might have, Draven. I don't remember what guns came with the Marvel Legends cable way back when. Yeah, I'm going to look up cable real quick from Toy Biz's Marvel Legends. Marvel Legends Cable Toy Biz. Did Forge come with, or did Cable come with those? No, he came with a much larger gun. Okay, never mind. Actually, he came with kind of bike, it looks like. Yeah, he came with a vehicle, so no, he didn't come with those guns. Oh no, the weapons are still being used by yeah. Oh my god, you're right. They just included that gun with Forge, didn't they? No, wait, that doesn't look right. Oh, the Hasbro cable. Oh, wait. Okay, let's look at the Hasbro cable then. Okay. Hold on a second while I do a quick search, Inglorious. How long did I stop collecting Marvel Legends for? I stopped in like 2007, shortly after they got the line, and then I stopped until like 2020. Every so often I go back to the Toy Wave and look at their Marvel Legends and say, yep, still bad, and then leave. And it wasn't until last year I came to the toy aisle, looked at them and said, alright, these look okay. I'm not even kidding. I literally just packed it up and stopped for like 15 years. Oh. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh boy, you guys called it. Alright. Check it out, guys. Yep. There he is. Let's do a little comparison, shall we? Boop. 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 Yep. Those are the same guns. Oh boy, and when was this cable released anyway? It couldn't have been that long ago. Can't remember what wave this is from. Juggernaut? Juggernaut? My god, this was 10 years, 11 years apart? No, this was 10 years apart? Oh, for God's sakes. Come on, man. Oh man. Yeah, I believe you, D. I don't doubt you for a second. Well, I'm gonna keep an eye out for that pistol now. If I see it again, I am gonna come down so hard. I am gonna come down so hard if I see that pistol again. Has it appeared recently? Can anyone remember? Mario Boy asked, how long do toy companies keep master molds for? Pretty much forever. To be honest. They pretty much just keep everything. Unless they decide to like discard it for some reason, but I don't think, judging by Hasbro, it doesn't look like they discard anything. I love Glorious Draven here. But at least mine has toe articulation. Dude, I don't even care about the toe articulation that much. That was the big sell. Remember how big of a deal they made about that stupid toe articulation? He's like, oh, I was really on our sculptors, on our engineers to get that toe articulation. That's something I really want for you guys. Oh, I really had to get on them to make it work. And, you know, you go back to Toy Biz, you go over to McFarlane. Toe articulation is no big deal. It's an average Tuesday over there for them with toe articulation. And they're acting like they just blessed us with holy water or something for giving us toe articulation, or they act like we owe them our firstborn or something for getting, what, web lines on the movie Spidey action figures. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Did it come with Spider-Man Noir? Oh, for God's sake. Marvel Legends Spider-Man Noir. I'm gotta take a look at this now. Alright, this is the content now, guys. Okay, so the new one... Wait. Spider-Man Noir... I don't see a pistol in here. That pistol came with Spider-Man Noir. I don't see a pistol with Spider-Man Noir that is really sticking out. Okay, so here's Spider-Man Noir. Actually, it depends on the Spider-Man Noir. No, wait. No, I found it. Okay, so here's the Spider-Man Noir from the Lizard Wave. Let's pull this up. Here's Spider-Man Noir from the Lizard Wave. There he is right there. And it comes with those pistols, and I've definitely seen those pistols before. So that ain't quite right. And here's the most recent Spider-Man Noir from the Spider-Verse that is, yeah, he comes with a pistol. It doesn't look like the other pistols, though. They couldn't be bothered to give Harold Thor double-jointed elbows once again. Yeah. And that was one of their better action figures this year, Draven. Tiny Terror says, Marvel Legends needs to release a Taskmaster with a cloth cape. Well, I guess we just have to keep dreaming. Yeah, that looks like it might be a Red Skull pistol, depending on which Red Skull we're talking about. Those pistols look like phasers from Star Trek. Oh, you mean these? Yeah, they really do. They don't look like real guns. It's like that Hasbro forgot what a gun was supposed to look like. Like, they realized Spider-Man Noir doesn't come from the future, right? The new Noir is Dr. Doom's. Yeah, I recognize Dr. Doom's. Like, that one, that is Dr. Doom 100%. And I don't know why he has a Dr. Doom pistol, but he does. So, thanks, Hasbro. Thanks again. God, Hasbro is lazy. Oh. Well, you know, DC Multiverse reuses a lot of accessories, too. They're blasters! Oh, don't... Oh. Glorious Draven. They're blasters. They're blasters! You just know that if I made a video, if I were around reviewing Marvel Legends back in 2017 or something when the Lizard stuff came out, or 18, whatever. You just know that if I had made a video back there and criticized Spider-Man Noir's blasters here, there inevitably would have been a comment from some casual saying, "You're nitpicking, bro. They're blasters. It's a privilege to collect Marvel Legends." That's supposed to be a gun. Yes, rewind. No way. Blaster. Ah, the Noir guns are from the... Okay. So, here's these guns. Let's take another look. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying too much attention. Ah! Yeah, there it is. Yep, D called it. There's that, and take a moment to look at it. Take a look at those guns, and there they are. Right there. Yep. Same gun. Here, let's zoom in, because we need to get a better look at this. See that? And we're gonna go back in 3, 2, 1. Bam! Same gun, guys. Who's Tiny Terror? Marvel Legends loves to reuse weapons with characters that are famous that use a lot of weapons. Lazy company. Yeah. I don't know, Rewind. Honestly, I love Marvel and I love DC. I talk about Marvel stuff because I love the characters. Like my love for Marvel Legends. Well, here's the thing. Marvel Legends, I wouldn't really care if the line like imploded tomorrow, because I would just talk about the next Marvel collectible. For me, it's not about the toys. It is about the characters. Always has been, always will be. Similarly, if McFarlane's Multiverse line imploded tomorrow, I'll talk about the next thing. You gotta go, Tiny Tear? Alright. They're kids, they'll never know. Meanwhile, ignoring the fact that it's not kids buying these. It's not. Hasbro still can't get it through their heads after 15 years that kids are not buying these. By and large, kids are not buying these. The adults are buying these. For the most part, I think. I'm sure some kids are. I know some kids are. But they are not mainly who's buying them. The claws on Wolverine look like toothpicks. Yeah. Yeah, Mike T, I remember that. NBC made an article saying that 1/4 of people buying toys are adults. So that is who is buying these. By and large, adults. Not kids. And they still try to design them like they're for kids. Yeah, what do kids care? Their parents are buying them. Even if they're for kids, the adults are still buying them. So price and sensitivities always go back to the adults, you know, the people who make money. Well, that was sometimes you have a real sobering moment when you reflect on Marvel Legends. This is one of those moments where we look at the Forge and Wolverine pack and realize, oh god, they're using these same guns 10 years later. Draven. Separate! Oh yeah, Mike, I know. Kids have $400 to randomly waste on Galactus, obviously. Here's the thing about Galactus, like I heard people saying, oh yeah, Galactus is great because, or this HasLab is great because casuals have, they can come and they can get this in one spot and blah, 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 and meanwhile ignoring the fact that casuals are not aware there's a HasLab. Casuals would have no idea. The only people who know there's a HasLab going right now are people who are in the know. You know, people who are collectors. Because I didn't come back to Marvel Legends until 2021. Because I was mostly focused on old stuff. And I never knew there was a HasLab Sentinel. I never heard boo about it. Yeah, exactly, Coolers. The kid's argument falls apart when seeing how close Hasbro's prices are to NECA's. They're charging NECA prices and offering... They're not offering any quality for the price. It's like one of the most frustrating things that I keep banging my drum again and again and again, saying it during my videos, and it makes people all mad, but you know what? Someone's got to say it. If I don't say it, who's gonna say it? Okay, Draven here is actually expounding on something that we were talking about earlier, where we were talking about Draven. We were talking earlier about MCU toys not really selling because we noticed that they're peg warming. And that it's mostly comic book action figures that are moving. So, if you have found an article about that, then we realize what is going on here, that the MCU legends are being bought for kids. And I kind of had an inkling that maybe that was happening. They're being bought for kids, and comic book action figures are being bought for adults. So the main demographic, the one that is buying most of the Marvel Legends, is not getting the lion's share of the budget allocated to. Instead, they're allocating all the budget to MCU action figures that are peg warming. Alright, so me and two other people, coolers, are the only ones who pointed out. That blows my mind. That really blows my mind. See, I found that out too, NSC. You're right. With inflation in 2023, or with inflation, if they were $8, and they were actually less than $8 then, believe it or not, but still, your point remains the same. Today, they'd be almost $13. So, in my eye, I don't see any reason why a Marvel Legend should be in more than $15. Because it certainly doesn't have the same quality as a DC Multiverse, to be honest. And Draven, you're pretty much correct at this point, since it seems like adults are the ones buying Marvel Legends, by and large. They should really focus most of their budget on the comic book stuff, because if adults are buying comic book stuff, then they really need to concentrate on that. And then they could have some other, I don't know, some other toy line with all the movie stuff in there. I don't know. I don't really buy many MCU Marvel Legends. I don't really... Here's the thing, like, when Marvel Legends first started, they didn't really make that many toy action figures. They really didn't make that many movie action figures for Marvel Legends. They made a few here and there. Like, when they first started out, there was Daredevil that was like a chase action figure. They did a movie figure of him. And then they did a version of Thomas Jane as the Punisher later on. And they really didn't focus that much on movie stuff. There was a Blade action figure that was movie-based. But other than that, there really wasn't that much going on with all the movie stuff. It was mostly, by and large, comic book-based. Star Wars Vintage Collection are $15 now standard. Those should be like $10. Those should not... Star Wars Vintage Collection should not be any more than McFarlane Superpowers and 3-inch page punchers. $10 is the absolute limit that they should be at. $15 is too much. NSC, in 2003, they would have to be $12 to $15 to equal the 24 to 20 or 22 to 24 today. Yeah. And yeah, Mike, the movie stuff is clogging up the toy aisle. It's got to go. It's too much. The movie stuff is apparently not moving. It's just peg warming. And, you know, I go to Walgreens and you know what I see on the shelf? I see Doctor Strange movie figures. Stuff that nobody wants. As for 3-packs, almost $80. Yeah, exactly, Draven. The Toy Biz Blaze came with a bike. A bunch of these different action figures came with bikes and vehicles and stuff. Every Ghost Rider came with a bike. Danny Ketch came with a bike. Johnny Blaze came with a bike. And this wasn't some deluxe package. No. This was a standard release, like between $6.50 to like $9 was the going rate for a Marvel Legend around then. Yeah, the dioramas. They came with dioramas. They came with a comic book, and you know, later on, they came with a Build-A-Figure part. But that was a change in the line. That's something they created, and so when I talk about Toy Biz Marvel Legends, I am not just looking at the line through rose-colored glasses. because I recognize Toy Biz had their own shortcomings. But the fact remains, you got a better deal from Toy Biz than you did Hasbro. And there's a bunch of people out here, they like to post in my comments that, oh, Toy Biz went out of business offering such stuff at a good deal. They didn't go out of business. No, they didn't go out of business. If it wasn't profitable, they wouldn't have done it. If it wasn't profitable, they would not have done it, and it was profitable. The key difference is that Hasbro was simply in another league from Toy Biz, or I should say Marvel Toys. Because Hasbro could just take the Marvel license and slap it on any old thing, like a Monopoly board, and make a bunch of money just doing that. Marvel Toys couldn't do that. They didn't have board games like that. So, considering the profit margin, Marvel decided to close their toy division and hand the license over to Hasbro. And God help me, I am tired of this revisionist history trying to act like Toy Biz was some kind of failure. Because they were not. D, have I seen the Marvel Slick Mr. Fantastic? His bottom half accessories is amazing. Why can't Hasbro do anything like that? Yeah, we talked about it a little earlier. It's one of these. Yeah, okay, there he is. And yeah, that's true, Mario Boy. You get the Sentinel for under 50 back then. Crazy deals to be had, man. See, this is pretty good. This is a good Mr. Fantastic. Obviously, the effect that they're including with him, I mean, it's a little silly looking, but, you know, at least they're trying. At least they're putting something new out there. At least they're taking a risk. And he has other accessories too, I believe, so the packaging said, or the blurb said. But still, at least Select is trying. And that's the point here. They're trying. I'd rather see a company try than not try at all. Which is just so often what it feels like when I'm dealing with Hasbro's Marvel Legends. Like, they just have this steadfast refusal to even try. That's true, we get stretch fingers, and they just insist upon those. I really miss the days when we got more paint apps, when we got washes and stuff, and the figures looked a lot classier for it. Salad fingers, that's right, Inglorious. Salad fingers. Yeah, instead of a Sentinel costing us $50 like it would have back in the day, now a Sentinel costs us $350 via a crowdfunding project. Because I guess Hasbro doesn't have enough capital in their pocket to make ends meet. You're telling me they're posting record profits? Actually, I heard profits were down this year, but you know what? They probably made up for it with all the shotgunned pre-orders that they just did at the end of the year. Merry Christmas to everyone who pre-ordered, by the way. I really feel bad for all the people who planned out their pre-orders accordingly, only for Hasbro to shotgun all these orders out and suddenly wind up paying out the nose for a bunch of stuff they didn't expect to pay for months. It's just hard to imagine having such disregard for your fan base that you do that. Like, I'm trying to imagine the long-term repercussions of shotgunning pre-orders like that. No one's going to want to pre-order anymore if that's the case. Yeah. The Glorious Draven's got it. Shotgun them out and then not even bother to properly QC the product. Yeah, because they didn't have time to. They didn't bother to QC it. They didn't QC it because they wanted to get it out the door so they could get those profits posted. HasLab is for the fans. Yeah, HasLab is for their bank account. HasLab is so they can sit on that, what? How much money do they get from a HasLab? Like $12 million? Something stupid. Some stupid amount that they just put in the bank account, sit on it for a year, and let the interest accumulate. Well, on the bright side, in 2023, guys, or in 2022, I take solace in knowing that I made money off of their HasLab, but they didn't. Ooh, that was cold. That was cold as ice. Oof. Coolers. Meanwhile, McFarlane, 4 mostly unique figures at a bigger scale and an 8 to 10 inch whole new Build-A-Figure will cost $100. Yeah. It's not always perfect over at McFarlane, but they try. They try. Like, occasionally you'll see action figures re-released in a wave, and yeah, they'll reuse things. Let's not beat around the bush on that. They'll reuse things. But it doesn't feel like the same extent as we get with Hasbro. It feels like, well, they'll reuse accessories like knives and stuff like that. Like, we're seeing a lot of knives recently, because they can't include guns. But like I say, it still doesn't feel like it's reuse on the same level as what we're getting from Hasbro's Marvel Legends. DC Multiverse did have a very rough start, admittedly. I have a few of their early action figures. Some were better than others. DC, Batman number 1000 Batman was pretty okay. Action Comics 1000 Superman was... It was okay. It wasn't awful. It wasn't a godsend. It wasn't a revelation, but it was okay. Harley Quinn was not very good. That one kind of fell apart, and it didn't really break, but it wasn't a very solid action figure. There were some that were good and some that just weren't. We'll just put it that way. But it seems like now McFarlane, over the past year, has really been finding his footing, and the quality that we've been getting has been going up. And there was that snafu I had with Year 2 Batman, and then the other snafu with the Mega Figure Swamp Thing, where the arm fell off right out of the package. That was awesome. Didn't love that. Also, McFarlane really needs to work on their customer service, because I contacted them and never heard back about both of those action figures. Yeah, well, you should never forget the Bane Build-A-Figure, and you should never forget the Year 2 Batman Mario Boy, because those were both really, really awful. And for me, I will never forget the Swamp Thing, who, the variant no less, whose arm fell off out of the package. Do I think they'll make a Tobey Maguire black suit figure for Spider-Man 3 re-release? No, I don't think they'll do that. They almost definitely will not do anything that old. Never say never, but probably not. McFarlane has come a long way. At least he doesn't re-release the same figure with a different head every other figure anymore. I don't even mind the variants like that, because obviously that's how he recoups a lot of cost. But if it means we get more new sculpts and more unique body sculpts because he's doing variants like that, I can live with it. the Atrocitus wave really surprised you? The Atrocitus wave was really, really good, I thought. Some people, as always, some people didn't like it. I think my favorite wave this year was probably, probably the Atrocitus wave was my favorite wave. The Dark Knight Returns could arguably be 21 or 22. It depends. I don't know. The release date was really late on that one, so I guess technically it's 2021, but a lot of people didn't really see it till 2022. Well, I'm going to say tentatively that my favorite... Oh, wait, no. Actually, my favorite wave of 2022 was the Starro wave, followed by the Atrocitus wave, and then the worst one was probably Speed Metal. Speed Metal or Frost King, one of those two. Like, I wasn't in love with either of those. Although, I'm going to go with Frost King on this one, just because a couple of figures in that one were not so great. The Speed Metal one was a little bit better, with more unique stuff, I thought. And Glorious Draven says, Marvel Legends Discord channel, Hasbro did an almost $90 2-pack. Wait, are we talking about Null and Venom? Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. No, wait, you're talking about... Oh, wait, I see what you're talking about here. Okay. Okay, oh, wow. Oh, boy. Okay, let's open this up, guys. Alright, this one comes from Inglorious Draven. This is a picture he posted from the re-release of Terrax, a Build-A-Figure all the way back from 2012. Didn't they announce an Insomniac Spider-Man re-release? Yes, they did. They clumped the paint. Oh! Oh, there it is. Oh, let's zoom in on that. Oh, wow. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty tacky. Oh, dude. Oh, boy. $80 action figure. Or, oh, no, wait. Almost $90. That's right. So this is from the Terrax and Fallen 1 2-pack. Oh, D actually clean. Oh, wow. You got the Dark Knight Atrocitus wave? Dude. $70 for all that? That's amazing. Congrats. Yes, Mario boy, they did. They called the Mojo World package a 4-pack. Tried to claim that that little Wolverine thing, X-Baby, was an additional action figure. And then they tried to charge $131.99. Yep, they sure did. And then they released Mojo over at Target, and Target priced Mojo at $41.99, which was the correct price for Mojo, by the way. It was more than enough for Mojo. Draven says, this is what he gets for hopping into Marvel Legends late, getting Galactus, then convincing myself I need every Herald. Alright, so I was originally going to get Galactus, believe it or not, guys. I was really giving it serious thought last year. And then, but this was at a point where I'd spent a good amount of money on Marvel Legends and, DC Multiverse a little bit too. And when I was talking to my mother about it, believe it or not, and she said to me, do you really need to have this? Because she said, it's $400. And she's like, where are you even going to put it? And I was looking around at everything and thinking about the price. And she said, you've already spent a lot of money on action figures. And then I said to myself, because, your mother is very often the voice of reason. And, well, my mother often has a great deal more sense than I do. And clearly, in this case, this is the point. And, well, clearly in this case, she did. I thought about it for a little while and said, okay, all right, you kind of have a point. I really don't need to have this Galactus. And she was right, I really don't need to have it. I'm just fine not having it. And to be fair, at the time my spending was a little out of control, and I think that's one of the reasons I do what I do here, just to try to help people who are kind of having impulse issues, like I did, before they go broke. It is easy to spend too much money on toys. Like, when you first get into it and you keep spending money on stuff, oh boy, it adds up fast. Oh, and see, you got Mojo at Amazon for $25. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, Stephanie, you told me that Hasbro made Target change the price from 41 to 57. That's crazy. 57, no, 57's too much for that. 41 was more than enough. They're just being greedy. Aiden says that he has a whole part of his shelf for Toy Biz Spider-Man figures. Dude, those Spider-Man classics by Toy Biz were so good. Everything they turned out for that line was crazy, man. Just nuts. I think the Tobey Maguire figures are your favorite. Spider-Man Classics line, yeah, Spider-Man Classics. I remember those. They were so good. I still have a Beetle in the box, and I'll probably never open them. Because I already have an open one anyway. I've got a few of those Spider-Man Classics still packaged. I think I have Carnage too someplace, and Kraven, and I think I have Symbiote Spider-Man from that time period still in the box. I don't know. I forget what I have. I'd have to go look. Yeah, pretty much, Mario. I mean, I've got a Galactus. I'm happy with it. It's fine. I don't need to have another Galactus that's the size of a 2-year-old or whatever. You almost put D over here. I almost put my son out so that my Sentinel could have a bedroom of his own, but my lady said 9 is too young to go out into the world. Oh, that's amazing, bro. Oh, jeez. Here, I'm gonna add that as a quote. That was too good not to add. Ah, perfect. All right, we got another quote now, guys. Love it. Oh, man. Well, it's 2 days before Christmas, my dudes. I hope that everyone is having a Merry Christmas. I hope that everyone is having a good time, and I hope that you're able to have a little holiday cheer. And if not, I hope this gave you a little bit of a boost. Maybe got you in the spirits, even though, you know, we're talking trash about Hasbro a little bit tonight. I mean, I'm sorry. Sometimes if you don't talk a little bit of trash about the things you love, they never get better. You only got Galactus, Draven says, because you mostly like cosmic characters from the comics. Another HasLab will have to be very convincing. In short, a lot more convincing than the Engine of Vengeance was, because... yikes, that project. God, what a mess that was. Merry Christmas, everyone. I will see you all very soon. It's been a fun stream. As always, thank you, Rewind. I'm glad that everyone was here to enjoy this with me and come shoot the breeze and talk about what we want to see in 2023. Don't forget the feats of strength. Absolutely, Jay. Thank you, my friend. Our next stream, by the way, will be the top releases of 2022. So think about your top releases. Decide what you want to talk about. And I'll decide upon mine. Until next time, my friends, with love from me to you, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye, guys.